Tuesday, April 10th, 5:30 p.m. at the Hall.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
If you're like a lot of people I know, you're spending a lot of time at home this year watching basketball and other sports, and your home's your happy place. You may be noticing, though, the scuffs and faded colors on your walls, and that can drive you crazy. That's where CertaPro can help with a paint refresh. They can make your experience worry-free, starting with a free estimate. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. Schedule your estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. And each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, we'll talk about the Diamond Hogs. Arkansas takes on Grambling at Dickey Stevens Park. We'll talk about that game and look ahead to Missouri. Big stretch for the Razorbacks, chance to pick up 4 wins. Also coming up on the show, Coach Z, Matt Zimmerman, will join us. We'll get his thoughts on the Razorbacks' run in the NCAA tournament and look ahead to next year. All that and a whole lot more coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
And Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? Know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. Learn to live, learn to give each other what we need to survive. Together alive.
All right, let's get to it today. In the zone, DJ Williams coming in hot like normal.
What's up, man?
Christian Weaver in the house. And we've got a super-duper, over-the-top, hazy, crazy, busy show. So get ready.
Oh, we're in it.
You better buckle up, sir.
I'm buckling up.
Are you buckled up?
I'm locked in right now.
Are you?
A lot going on, yeah.
You look like you're very focused.
Yeah, we just the commitment that I just witnessed from this guy who's been talking for the past 14-plus hours is insane. You heard about this dude?
Nah.
He's a senator, Corey something. He's been talking since, I think, 7 p.m. yesterday, trying to withhold a vote from happening.
The old filibuster?
Not a filibuster, though, because he's not trying to prevent something from happening. Does that make any sense?
You just said he's trying to withhold a vote.
No, but, like, not a vote. Sorry, I said that wrong. He's just
talking continuously since 7?
Oh, it's been insane, yeah. I think he's withholding, like, the session from starting, but there's no particular thing that is being withheld, if that makes any sense.
Why is he doing that?
It's a great question. I don't know.
Okay.
Proving a point?
Yeah.
Making a thing? I probably need to dig a little bit more into it, but I was thinking of people I know who could do that, and you know what I thought of? Justin Acri. You know you could.
Well, you know you can do whatever you want. You can sit up there and read the Bible if you just want to filibuster.
He read a couple poems and a couple of things here or there, but for the most of it, he was just speaking about what he was passionate about. This is impressive.
We're talking about the history of professional baseball.
Oh, Lord.
We have got a great show. I'm excited about today. I'm excited every day to be here.
Too.
I love it, man. This is such a treat, and Such an honor to be able to come in here and shoot the bull with everybody, but I'm really excited about the show today because we're doing something we've never done before. We're talking to a professional athlete every week this season, and I'm really excited about that. Jordan Wicks is going to join us. He's a Conway native. He is a former Kansas State Wildcat, and he currently pitches for the Iowa Cubs. But he did join the big league team because he's on the 40-man roster for Chicago over in Japan. So we're going to talk to him about Japan. We're going to talk to him about being in Iowa, talking about the big league team. By the way, something really unique happened last night with the Cubs, the big league team.
What happened?
They were playing in Sacramento against the Oakland A's, which is weird in its own right.
Now.
They're not the Sacramento A's. That's a sticking point for people in Sacramento.
They're in Sacramento, but they're not called Sacramento?
They're in Sacramento for 3 years because they're holding over until they go to Vegas. So it's the sort of the partway through thing. So they left Oakland. They're in Sacramento. They're playing in Sacramento for their home games until they.
Let's just call them the A's.
They get set.
Why don't they just stay in Oakland until they're ready to move?
I don't know what happened there.
I guess they don't have the rent or lease or whatever. They didn't want to lease out the Coliseum anymore.
Who's using that stadium?
Nobody, because it sucks.
Yeah, but I'm like,
get something out of it.
Here's what's even weirder. You want to hear something stranger?
Yes.
The stadium in Sacramento also is the home to a AAA team. And they are also playing that as their home stadium.
Wow.
So they have to coordinate all those schedules. It's really wild.
Did the Jets and Giants do that for a while?
Yes.
Okay. Do they still? They don't still do it.
They still do it, I think.
They still
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Meadowlands, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good point.
Cool.
Speaking of, did you see Justin Fields has been named the starting quarterback for the Jets?
Wow. Oof. Already?
Yes. The GM said he's their guy.
There's not much
he said this him.
Yeah. He is him. I mean, he can't be much worse than Rodgers, right?
Right.
All right.
Or he can't go much worse.
What's he doing?
He
still hasn't decided.
Oddly,
right?
he may be going to Pittsburgh. They may be flipping places.
Okay.
Anyway. So Jordan Wicks coming up thanks to Crain Buick GMC of Conway. We appreciate them very much. We've never done this before. So look, it's going to be a long summer. He's on for months. Once a week.
And we got a pro.
It's going to be awesome. And if you listen to Jordan when he was in studio, he's actually like a really good sports talker in addition to be a really good pitcher.
He's fun.
He is a blast. And he's got a little edge to him. He's I'm going to say he's a little cocky.
Yeah.
I like it.
What was he talking about when he was in studio? He was kind of getting down.
We were talking about football, I think.
Debate route about football. I just can't remember what the topic was.
I think I was off that day.
But I know he knows hoops, and we got a lot of things to talk to him about. But anyway, I really appreciate our friends at Crain Buick GMC. We've got Pat Bradley coming up, thanks to River City Flooring in the 11 o'clock hour. We'll get his thoughts on the two teams in the SEC in the Final Four. It is kind of a bummer that they're going head-to-head in the Final Four and not in the final, potentially. But
it's the first time the SEC has ever gone head-to-head in the Final Four. They've had two teams in the Final Four before, but they were on opposite sides.
Keep talking.
Talking.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Have two teams ever from the same conference other than Kansas and Oklahoma met in the final?
What about Villanova with Georgetown? Were they both Big East then?
Yep, absolutely, 100%. And I think Georgetown thumped them during the regular season.
And, of course, Villanova won the championship.
They won the one that mattered. That was 85?
Yep. Rolly Massimino.
R.I.P. Or is he dead?
He is dead.
Okay.
He died a few years back.
Stephen A. over
no
here.
doubt.
Yeah.
Justin A. Trey Biddy's going to join us thanks to Tire Town Point S down in Benton. That is 11:30 today because we had to move him from yesterday because all our stuff was jacked up. By the way, we still have jacked up stuff. So
what now?
Will you text Justin Moore? Do you have his number?
Not sure if I do. Let me look.
I'll text him while we're talking here. I need to find out which tie line he called in. We only have one tie line that receiver that works right now. I don't know what happened here, but we had gremlins upon gremlins.
Pulling wires.
Somebody poured water on the gremlins, and they multiplied, and all of a sudden everything was jacked.
Is there a milk thing with gremlins? Is that a thing, or is it just all liquid?
Water makes them multiply. If you feed them after midnight, they turn evil.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that right? I think that's right.
Yeah.
What am I thinking about with milk? Is there a movie about like a troll, and you give it milk, and it messes them up?
Could be.
Sounds familiar. Also, my girl lost last night. It was kind of sad.
Haley Van Lith?
Haley Van Lith went down.
Yeah, I was thinking about you last night.
Thank you.
She was 3 of 17, I think.
Oh,
now,
no.
She was 10 of 11 at the line. And I almost followed your lead and said, you know what, I'll throw a few bucks at TCU.
You didn't.
Me too.
Did you see the coach after the game, though?
The TCU coach?
Yeah, he was like consoling her.
Yeah. She was very emotional.
You would have thought there was no one else on his team. Kind of was like, other players are kind of like, hey, coach, We lost too.
Yeah.
He was only worried about Haley.
I'm watching this new show on Netflix called Adolescence.
Okay.
I've seen the previews.
I watched about an episode and a half. It is, you know who's in it? The guy that plays the kid's dad in there is the little dude. This is really in the weeds.
Deep cut here.
The little guy that's the sidekick to Jason Statham in Snatch.
Okay, yeah.
So I haven't seen him do anything since then, but he's a hell of an actor. He is really good.
I don't know who that is.
Did you ever see Snatch?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you should watch it. It's pretty
Okay.
good. It's kind of hard to understand. Brad Pitt's I think it's one of his top 3 or 4 roles.
What's it about?
It's a Guy Ritchie film, so it's about a lot of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Typical.
Okay, cool. All
Right.
right.
I think you'd like it.
Okay.
It's good. Anyway, Eli Cranor's joining us at 11:45. We've got Susan Erwin Prowse coming in, thanks to Willy D's at 12:20. And at 12:30, my old weekend co-host, Pam Smith's coming up. She works closely, of course, with the downtown and the events going on in the River Market.
Is she with LSRD?
Yes, LRSD.
Yeah.
But she does stuff with the downtown, and she also works closely with the art. I think it's the Art Porter Music Foundation. Is that what it's called?
She's busy.
Yeah. Anyway, she is going to come in and talk about Jazz in the Park, which is set to start tomorrow. However, ... the frickin' weather.
Ugh. Oh, it's not looking good.
It is not looking good.
We're going to get a lot of rain. A lot.
186 is the one that works, for those who are wondering at home on our tie lines. We are going to get a lot of rain.
Yeah. Starting tomorrow, I believe.
I can't wait until they reschedule the baseball games in Fayetteville that I'm supposed to be going to. Surely
I think it's just like I think it's through the week.
Friday, 85% chance. Saturday, 90% chance.
Just kidding.
Sure,
is that up there in Northwest Arkansas or here?
Here, too.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crappy. I picked a bad weekend to go, but yeah.
We're going to have a doubleheader, I think, this weekend.
There is no question in my mind, Christian. There will be 2 on Sunday. They'll probably start at like 11 in the morning.
I did not know.
Because they got the time limit, too. They got to get them out of there.
I didn't know about that.
Isn't that wild? We talked about it yesterday on the air.
We did?
Yeah.
Where was I?
Because remember we talked about Kentucky and Texas A&M?
The last 30 minutes?
And Kentucky Kentucky slow played it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then Texas A&M was mad. And
that was soft.
They were up 5 runs though in the 8th. They weren't probably going to lose, but you never know.
I mean, Arkansas was up 5 runs.
There ain't no doubt, and they've been down 5 runs too. They scored 5 in the 8th the other day. Yeah, that's a dumb rule. That's archaic and it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I guess that's it. That's what we got going today.
Okay, let's do it.
Yep.
Pumped up. Taste of Little Rock too is a week from now.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
At Jack Stevens Center.
Somebody coming up here?
We can. You want them to?
I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. What else we got, Christian?
Question of the day real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
Since it's back in the news, and I think it was the Green Bay Packers that are pushing for it.
Yes.
No tush
should
push.
the NFL ban the tush push is our question of the day. Your options are yes or no, of course.
I don't see any harm in it.
Like in keeping it or banning it?
In keeping it.
I think they should keep it.
Yeah.
I think they should keep it, but as a Washington fan, I hope they ban it.
The Eagles have perfected it.
Selfishly, yeah.
Yes.
Is that something everyone can just put in their bag now and figure it out since it's unstoppable?
I don't think it's like the torpedo bat where everyone in the Major League Baseball is going to be using it.
I don't know what. Yeah, it's not unstoppable, but the Eagles definitely have perfected it for whatever.
It's all about the snap count.
Is it?
Yes.
It also helps to have a quarterback who can squat 500 pounds.
I mean, they got dudes
and having a great offensive line.
They got dudes on the other side who can eat 500 pounds. All right, so I don't think it's the snap count. It's insane how they get them to jump off sides. How they perfect that, that's pretty good.
I don't see people jump off sides very often against the tush push. They had that one incident where they had like 3 in a row.
Yeah, they just kept doing it over and over again.
Yeah,
well, that's the only way to try to stop it because they know the snap count, and if they get off any second quicker than anyone else, because you got to think offensive linemen, the outside of it, it's harder for them to see the ball all the way inside, so they have to listen to the count to get off. And so if you have a good hard count, it makes the defense have to hold their water. And so it's just almost impossible. But they perfected it. They're great at it.
I think that's one of the few throwbacks to old school football. I hope they don't change it at all. The NFL could one day play a regular season game in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, but the idea is an exploratory phase as the league continues to expand its marketing efforts internationally. Do we think that people in Dubai would go?
Do we need that?
I don't know.
No,
man.
they don't, but the NFL wants money, and they got it, so there we go.
Yeah.
There's also an international program, which I didn't know. 29 of the 32 teams participate in a program across 21 international markets. And I don't know exactly how it works or what the connection is, but like each league or each team has one or two international markets that they're sort of connected to. Like I look, the Saints is France. I have no idea. Like, okay.
I mean, that makes sense at least.
I guess
from a
so
French
like everybody
standpoint?
in French. Yeah, I guess with the Fleur de Lis, sure, and the French history.
Would you say
Not that
Jacksonville's is London?
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, they're enough. That's for sure.
Yeah, because their owner.
They probably have offices there.
Yeah.
I would imagine that most of the people in these countries don't know about this.
Dang, that's a good thing. What NFL team would match great with a different country? Like Green Bay. What do you think?
Iceland.
I would say that's more Minnesota.
Cleveland's like Cambodia or something.
I don't know. There's some really pretty parts there. I'd go on vacation there before I would Cleveland.
There's a lot of minefields too.
Yeah.
Still.
All right, so I wanted to talk about a couple other things here before we get Jordan on. It was a big night in baseball last night, and we're going to talk about the bat situation too. As far as Razorbacks, don't forget they're playing over at North Little Rock tonight. It is sold out, but if you have tickets, I'll see you over there. It's going to be fun. Arkansas is second in basically every poll except one. They're third. But I looked up the RPI today, and guess who's number one?
Tennessee.
Arkansas.
Oh.
Arkansas is number one in the RPI. Georgia's second. Tennessee's third. Pretty impressive.
What's the RPI?
The RPI. Like
What does it stand for?
the
I
RPI.
forget.
Ratings percentage index.
Because it used to be very important in basketball, and they don't do it anymore.
No, that's right. But they don't have a net ranking for baseball yet.
Not yet.
But anyway, Arkansas obviously very highly thought of, and tonight's an opportunity to pound a team that should be inferior. Arkansas is sending out a guy that I've never seen pitch before. They're not using Fisher. And I talked to Phil Elson yesterday, the voice of the Razorback. I almost said the voice of the Travelers because he used to be that too, the voice of the Razorbacks. And he was expecting Fisher to pitch tonight, but it's actually Tate McGuire, the right-hander. He's 0-2 with an ERA just under 4. Grambling State has not announced their guy. Arkansas is 12-0 all-time against Grambling State. They are 1-0 against them in North Little Rock. They beat them 2-0 and 17-3 in their last two meetings. I don't know which one of those was in North Little Rock. Arkansas has lost twice in North Little Rock. Can you name the teams? They
Lipscomb?
lost Lipscomb. That's very good. 8-6.
Little Rock?
No, not there. They lost in Fayetteville to Little Rock. They lost to Memphis in 2015, 5-4. But Arkansas is pretty much rolled. There have been relatively low-scoring games, though, surprisingly. 2-1, 3-0, 5-4, 3-1, 2-0, 2-0. They beat Grambling State last time, though. They played them 17-3.
That's not a hitter's ballpark over there at Dickey Stevens.
No, so this might be an opportunity to get out in a couple hours, unless Arkansas's bats just go crazy again and they score a million runs. You're either probably going to get a run rule or you're going to get a pitching performance that keeps the ball in the park, and we'll get out of there pretty quick in either way. 6 o'clock first pitch, too, so 5:30 pregame on the Buzz. Another short day for drive time. I was talking to HB, the Georgia series starts at 5 o'clock.
Are they in the Eastern time zone over there?
6 o'clock
Okay.
Eastern, yeah. But, it starts at 4:30 pregame on the Buzz. Golly, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to run a radio station over here. We can't just carry games all in the middle of the day.
They got it good over there.
They really do. That's my dream. When I go to heaven, I want to be on Drive Time Sports. Although the downside is you don't get off work till 7 every other day of the week.
Yeah, but you also don't have to go in till 4 or 3:30.
Well, it depends if you're an early riser like I am. If I had to work until 7, I would tear my hair out. So it's one man's trash is another
Gotcha.
man's treasure, right? Anyway, I feel like we're missing something. Did you watch the other game yesterday?
Women's?
Yes.
UConn and what'd they play?
UConn beat USC without Juju.
Yeah.
And we got robbed.
Was it close?
It was a competitive game. It was about 10, 12.
Okay.
If Juju had played, it could have been really interesting.
Yeah.
It sucks. We got robbed of that game. That would have been such a fun matchup.
Would have been fun.
Do you give anybody a shot to beat UConn right now?
Yeah.
They're
Ooh,
big
South
favorites.
Carolina.
UCLA is the number one
I like
overall
UCLA.
seed.
Yeah.
They're playing UConn.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a 9-point underdog.
Really?
Yes. They're minus 400 on the money line, or 440 or something crazy.
I've been paying closer attention to Becker's that mid-range queen.
How is she that good?
Mid-range.
She's not even that big.
And she's not really that athletic. She uses screens well. She shoots very well, not just the 3-ball, but that mid-range. That's her money spot. And so
You would think that you would play like a box and one on her or something.
well, she is a good passer too. And so
That's fine, but I would not let her beat me. I'd be like, good.
I like that. Find someone else.
She had 30-plus the last couple games. I'm
make
like,
somebody else beat you.
It's easy to say that, but she keeps doing it, and I'm sure most everybody's thought process is, we're going to stop her.
Right.
Same thing with Caitlin Clark.
But Caitlin, I mean, no offense to Paige. I mean, she ain't Caitlin.
Yeah.
She's pretty damn special, though.
She is, but yeah. They're going to have to guard her the way they guard Caitlin. Just make someone else score.
Well, it's too bad. Like I said, if Juju had been playing, last night's game would have been a lot more compelling.
I agree.
But
they would have guarded each other.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Juju would have kept her busy.
100%.
Tuckered out.
Yeah.
But, hey, listen, I give USC a lot of credit. They lost her early 2 games ago and rolled, and then they won a game without her. I mean, they did about all they could do without her, so it's just a bummer for them. I hate that.
So
concur.
Yeah.
How about Texas and South Carolina?
South Carolina going to obliterate them.
I don't know. They beat them pretty handily the first 2 games, but Texas is playing really well defensively. And USC has looked pretty vulnerable. You know, they only won 54-50 over Duke the other day.
South Carolina. It's confusing sometimes. We don't ever call... Do we call them USC?
No.
Okay, didn't think
No,
so.
not really.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
There's
it's
only
like
one
Tennessee
USC.
being UT or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
There's only one USC. It's ridiculous.
Agree.
Walk this way. It's 10:25. What'd you think of the new Open? You like it? It's about time for a change. It's been a while.
Me too.
It's been a long time since we had a new Open. I think it's...
Change is good. Some people are scared of it.
Yeah.
Not us.
For all the people out there who've been complaining about our Open for all these years, you ought to be happy now.
I like it.
I do too. I think it's great.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in a second. We will talk to Jordan Wicks, the Conway native.
The professional.
Mm-hmm. He looks like a guy that could be like an assassin because he's got he wears the glasses, you know?
I don't know. I didn't get assassin vibes when he came here.
He's like what's the Vince Vaughn? Not Vince Vaughn. No.
John Wick?
No.
Brad Pitt?
No. Quit guessing. Matt Damon's sidekick. I can never remember his name.
Jeremy Renner?
No. Matt Damon.
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck. I have like a mental block.
Accountant?
The accountant, thank
Okay.
you. I have like a mental block with
Second
Ben
one's
Affleck's
coming
name.
out like this month, I think. Now.
And who's in it? There's somebody else that's in it.
John Bernthal.
No, there's a female in it.
Did he not die? Oh, he didn't die. Okay. His brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to business. Jordan Wicks looks like an assassin to me with those glasses. Anyway, but all he does is mow down hitters. Not seeing it, huh?
I don't see it.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay, I see it now.
Okay.
It's like the unassuming assassin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, this dude's harmless. Oh, God, I'm dead. Yeah.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas baseball takes the field tonight in North Little Rock. The number 2 team in the country hosts Grambling tonight at Dickey Stevens Park in North Little Rock at 6 p.m. You can catch the game right here on 103.7 The Buzz. Also, you can catch the game on SEC Network Plus. It's the second game this year between Arkansas and Grambling. The Hogs won the first matchup 14-3. The new D1Baseball.com Top 25 is out, and there are a plethora of SEC teams in the top 10. Tennessee is number 1. Arkansas is number 2. Georgia is number 3. Texas slots in at number 5. LSU is at number 7. Alabama, Ole Miss, and Oklahoma are 8, 9, and 10. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring. Are you needing new flooring or a custom shower today, but need time to pay for it? Come see my friends at River City Flooring in Maumelle and get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring or bathroom remodel. They carry the largest selection of waterproof flooring, carpet, tile, hardwood, and granite countertops. Come in for the huge spring sale. Get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring, 0% financing. Sale ends soon, so don't wait.
What drives you? Family moments, new adventures, or just the love of the open road? Whatever it is, Gwatney Chevrolet is here to help you get there. For generations, we've been more than a dealership. We've been part of life's milestones, big and small. With a team that puts you first and a car buying experience that's easy and stress-free, we're here to find the perfect vehicle for what drives you. Visit us in Jacksonville or online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our Spring into Savings event. The first 50 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including a revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall system. That's right, you'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. The first 50 homeowners to call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 50% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
You're in the zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. Conway native and pitcher within the Chicago Cubs organization, Jordan Wicks, joins the zone each week this baseball season. Wicks was the Cubs' first-round pick in the 2021 draft and has made several appearances in the big leagues early in his career. He's brought to you by Crain Buick GMC of Conway. Family-owned, they pride themselves in delivering personalized service and a dedication to customer satisfaction. For more information, go to crainteamconway.com.
Go, Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Cubs did win yesterday in Sacramento, which, again, it's going to take some getting used to. Jordan Wicks joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. How are you, Jordan?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are awesome. It's a good time. Baseball's just getting going. For the pros, obviously college is in full swing. Arkansas is rolling right now, and we get the Final Four coming up this weekend. So we're excited about all that.
Oh yeah, it's a busy sports time right now. It's a good time to be a sports fan.
There's no doubt. Well, you are a big sports fan. We're going to talk some hoops in a second. So catch up for everybody who's not been able to see what you're up to or know what you're up to. You're hanging out in Des Moines, or are you guys on the road right now?
Just got to Indianapolis Sunday night. Left Des Moines, got to Indianapolis. We got a 2-week road trip, so we'll be in Indy for a week, and then we'll go to Toledo after that before going back home.
Gotcha. We make fun of Cleveland a lot because of the comment that Joe Kim Noah made years ago, but I got to think it's a step up over Toledo. Have you spent time in Toledo?
I've spent 1 week there last year when I was rehabbing. Definitely nothing to write home about. That's for sure.
So you're on the 40-man roster, correct, with the big league team? Yep. And so you got a chance to go to Japan. Tell me about the experience over there. How was that?
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable getting to go on that trip. Getting to go over there and face Japanese teams. I threw 1 inning in the first exhibition game against the Hanshin Tigers in the Tokyo Dome. Really cool experience, just getting to face Japanese hitters and their style. It's a lot different than being in the U.S. The fans over there are awesome. They love the game. They love baseball. They are chanting and singing every time their team is hitting. It's a little bit more like I would almost say like a European soccer atmosphere whenever their team's up to bat, which was really cool to pitch in. It's interesting because different than like American sports fans, like once the game starts, they're in their seats and they do not move the entire game. They watch the entire. They don't get up and like walk around the concourse. They don't, sit there and really, go get food and eat. Like when they sit down and the game starts, they are locked in.
So they're like me. They taken my little tip where they wear a diaper to the game, so you don't have to move. Perfect. That's the move. That's a little known fact.
I feel like you don't move around.
Oh, I do. I'm
yeah,
just
you're a mover arounder.
That's a pro tip, though, in case you don't want to move. If you want to lock in, that's the key. You got to get some depends.
Okay.
So as far as the rest of it, how much time did you guys get to sort of goof around, or were you strictly baseball stuff?
We had an off day the first day we got there, and then we had a workout and like a free night. We would have different like kind of parties hosted by MLB, like dinners and stuff with people at different events. We had a really cool Cubs event at the U.S. Embassy over there in Japan, so we got to see the U.S. Embassy and things like that, which was a lot of fun. We got to go walking around. I mean, it's unbelievable how clean it is over there. They keep it unbelievably clean. There's like no trash on the streets, no trash anywhere, and just a really respectful people. Gained a whole lot of respect for Japanese people when I was over there. I really enjoyed it.
Did you guys eat a lot of local stuff, or were you looking for American restaurants?
Oh no, we went full in on Japanese cuisine, and we found a little kind of hole in the wall ramen spot. Like an authentic ramen spot around the corner. We went in there and we went the first time. My wife and mom got to go to, and I think they both went 2 more times without me. After we went there, they loved it so much. So it was a good time. Everybody enjoyed it, and now that we're back in the States, my wife's now bugging me about finding ramen spots in the States, and I'm like, well, we can try. I don't know if it's gonna measure up to what you got over there, but. Yeah.
Well, Des Moines is a pretty good food town, but I don't know about the ramen scene there, I got to say.
Yeah, that's probably up in the air.
Did you come across any like sushi spots, like some stuff where they say be careful what you eat? Did you try any of that?
Pufferfish. I didn't get too crazy with the sushi. We had sushi at the field. We had sushi at the different parties we had, but most of it was pretty middle of the road type stuff. Nothing crazy and out there. I'm not. I'll eat mostly anything, but when we start getting a little crazy, I'm out on that.
Yeah. We're talking to Jordan Wicks. If you're just tuning in, thanks to Crain Buick GMC in Conway. So let's talk about some baseball stuff. I mean, you had your opening day performance. I guess, did you pitch day 2 or 3? What game did you pitch for the guys?
I threw Saturday, so
Okay.
I threw the second game. Went pretty well. Gave up 2. Went 4 2/3. Which I was happy with, especially this early on in the season, because this early on in the season, everybody's kind of on a shorter pitch count, with it just being early in the season. But, guys aren't fully built up. So I think I threw like 81 pitches. So, hopefully this next one I'll be closer to like 95, 90. And then we'll just keep building it from there. But yeah, I got the first one out of the way, and then should throw Thursday, I believe, here in Friday here in Indianapolis.
Gotcha. And I saw Connor Nolan, who we had on the show when he was in college his last year. He was one of our NIL guys, and he had a 4-inning outing. Looked like he was solid in his debut. I think he had 6 strikeouts maybe. Is that typical, though, early in the year where you guys are only going to pitch 4 or 5 innings? Is that kind of standard?
Yeah, that's pretty normal early in the season. I think he had even less of a pitch count than I did. A lot of it just depends on, how spring training went and how many innings you're built up to in spring training. Most of the time when you roll around like mid to the end of April, you start getting guys more on their normal, pitch count. You guys will be throwing, more closer to 90, 100 pitches, and things will be pretty normal.
So when you're on the 40-man roster, I mean, what's the mentality? I mean, how are you just kind of waiting to be called up pretty quickly, or does it typically, will you spend a lot of time in AAA? What's your expectation there? I guess some of it depends on injury too.
Yeah, a lot of it just kind of depends. I think that's one thing that people don't realize when it comes to baseball that makes it that much different than every other sport. Is when you're on a good team, like the Cubs are, you got a lot of veteran talent that when you're a young guy, a lot of times that means you're going back and forth between AAA and the big leagues. Whether it be injuries, needing an extra arm up there to give guys a breather, whatever it might be. You're just kind of going down here, working on your stuff, and staying ready for hopefully getting that call back up there.
You've been through Des Moines before, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I played here in 23, and then rehabbed here last year in 24 a couple times. So I love it. It's a cool town. There's a lot of good spots to eat. A lot of really cool farmers market they do on the weekends.
Yeah.
In Des Moines, it's a cool spot.
Their farmers market is insane. It's like 10 city blocks. It's incredible. So if you're into that kind of thing, I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth the road trip specifically, but if you're going to go up and watch Jordan play, you might want to make sure to schedule a Saturday in there because it is pretty insane. And the farmers market
it's like if everybody shut down the river market and made it into a gigantic farmers market.
Yeah, it looks more like Mardi Gras than it does like a typical farmers market. It's nuts in there. It's a massive humanity. Insane. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pitching again this week. You're at Indy, you said, and then what'd you see? Did you get a chance to watch Connor closely? I mean, you got a feel for what he's doing and how he's doing so far?
Yeah, he's doing really well. He's throwing the ball well. He looked good. He threw Friday. He looked good on Friday. Throwing a lot of strikes. You know, his breaking balls are his bread and butter. Kind of always have been. And, you know, for him, that's what, you know, he did really well. And, you know, he just needs to continue to string those outings together and, you know, just continue to show that he can start at a high level.
Let's talk about quickly what happened with the big league team yesterday. Again, it's going to be weird getting used to, and I will make it on the schedule at some point to go out there just to see a major league game in Sacramento. I've never been to Sacramento, but it's just odd having the A's playing there. But the Cubs had their way yesterday, 17-3, and a cycle hit by the catcher, Carson Kelly. It's the first time in 32 years the Cubs have had somebody hit for the cycle, which is shocking. That was the longest drought in the NL, and so they broke that streak. And he is the 14th or 15th, I think, catcher ever to do it. I mean, that's a hard thing to do, Jordan, but for a catcher who, again, these aren't the guys you think that run well enough to maybe get the triple part of that, and I think that was the last piece of it that he got. That is a pretty amazing achievement.
Yeah, it was crazy to watch. I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, a lot of guys get to the point where, you know, the last thing they need is the triple, which, you know, arguably is the hardest one to get.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it was awesome. You could tell on the call with JD and Boog, whenever it hit the wall and shot, JD started screaming "run" at the top of his lungs, which was hilarious. And you can see it. You can see it on Carson's face when he gets to third base, how shocked he was when he realized that he hit for the cycle. It was cool to watch and really cool to see. It was awesome for him.
Would there be a scenario where the last thing you need is the triple, and you could potentially get an inside the park homer, but you hold up just to get the cycle?
I'm pretty sure there's been guys that have done that with like the last thing they needed was like a double or something like that, and you know, could have tried to stretch it for a triple, and then I think I've seen guys just kind of shut it down at second base, like I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a unique thing.
Yeah,
it is.
What's the pitcher equivalent of a cycle?
No hitter.
Okay, is it that rare?
I would have thought maybe immaculate. I don't know.
Immaculate inning.
Yeah,
you could argue immaculate. Yeah, that's the other one. It would either be either no hitter or immaculate inning.
What about a shutout?
Seems like immaculate inning is too far that way, and not that a no hitter's common, but it's not. I don't know what's. What
about a shutout?
I wonder if you get more no hitters or you get more cycles in a season. You get more cycles, I assume.
No, I think you get more no
hitters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you could get like 6 to 7 no hitters in a season, and I would say cycles in a season you're more around like the 2 to 3 range.
Yeah, I'm sure the Cubs have had quite a few no hitters over the past 32 years, and they hadn't had a cycle one time.
Yeah, they've had a lot. They've had a few people no hit them too. I'm sure more often.
What about a perfect game?
Who won
How
last
those
year?
happen?
What's that, Jordan?
There was no hitter last year.
Okay, well there you go.
At Wrigley, first one at Wrigley in like I want to say like 40 years.
Oh wow.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
A little uncommon then. Yeah, shutouts are. I mean, the thing now. Go ahead.
At home, I just said they've thrown a couple on the road. In the past, but that was the first one at Wrigley in a while.
Yeah, Christian brought out shutouts, and the thing is, I mean, nowadays
it's pretty rare.
Well,
now.
you just don't see guys pitch 9 innings very often.
Yeah, complete game shutouts.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, the 9-inning thing is has gotten increasingly more rare, which is crazy when you think about it, because we have Fergie Jenkins around spring training, and that guy has like 300 complete games or something like that. It's unbelievable.
That's wild.
Do you think, a little off topic, but do you think they're going to have to change the criteria for how you get into the Baseball Hall of Fame with how the pitchers are being limited throwing innings now?
There's going to have to be something that's going to be different, because we were talking about this the other day. It is, you look around and it's harder and harder to see guys that are like, okay, that guy's a no doubt Hall of Famer. Because a lot of it's the argument between the Hall of Really Good versus the Hall of Fame, like what constitutes getting into each one. You have your guys that are no doubt, like your Verlanders, your Scherzers, Trout's no doubt. I even believe Ohtani at this point's no doubt. You've got
Judge.
I don't think who else.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got guys that are no doubt about it. But those are guys that also pitched back when they were going 7, 8, 9 innings regularly. So it'll definitely, something will have to change.
You got thoughts on the torpedo bat, or is that not a concern for you?
I think it's hilarious. Everyone on social media just losing their mind about this torpedo bat, and they're saying that, like, the Yankees are cheating and all this sort of stuff. And here's the deal with half of those home runs, or not half of them, but some of those home runs went 450, 475 feet. It don't matter what you hit it with. You hit it that far, it's going out no matter what. I mean, it don't matter if it's a torpedo bat, normal bat. I thought Judge's response to it was hilarious. They asked Judge why he hasn't ordered one, and he kind of looked at the guy and was like, I hit 57 home runs last year. Why do I need a torpedo bat?
Well, I think the other thing about it is, Jordan, there's so few rule changes and there's so few innovations, and it's such a traditional sport, more so than any other. I think that's part of the deal, because people don't see a lot of new things there.
Like, how have we went, 150 years and there hasn't been any innovation on the bat, and they just now found it out?
It's like,
how is this a thing?
It's like, hey, Bill, maybe we put all the fat part at the bottom of the bat. What do you think? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been interesting. We had a couple guys have them in spring training, and, you look at them and you're like, yeah, I mean, it looks different, but it's, I don't know. I don't think it's anything crazy, but, social media loves it.
I saw a quote from Max Muncy yesterday, and he said, we don't have them yet, but everybody on the team has them ordered, so they're getting them in.
They're coming. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are definitely ordering them. I've been loving the pictures people have been posting, and they've been editing them to make them look like absolute bowling pins. Like they look like boat oars in people's hands. They've been editing those and posting them. They're hilarious.
Can I argue the other side of it from a pitcher's perspective? I mean, I would think the middle end of the plate, right? Like maybe you get a little more advantage?
Major League Baseball will never give the pitchers the advantage. Ever. That will never happen.
But if they're putting all the fat part at the end of the bat, I mean, if you're pitching them inside, there's less wood there, right, to get to foul balls off?
Well, yeah, there's less. There's also less on the very end. So you could argue you could pitch them, away, try to get toward the end of the bat a little bit more, or in. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what what comes of this whole situation.
Are you going to pitch a guy differently depending on what kind of bat he comes up there with?
Absolutely not.
I didn't figure. Okay. Talking to Jordan Wicks again. Before we let him go, we're going to talk some hoops. He's brought to you by Crain Buick GMC of Conway. So I know you're keeping up. Final Four this weekend. We got 2 SEC teams in there, and obviously a dominant Houston defensive team against the Duke team that looks the most unbeatable of the four. What do you feel good about the matchups one way or the other? I'm kind of up in the air.
It's gonna be interesting. I think it's cool. It's the first time we've had 4 1 seeds in the Final Four since 2008, which will be really cool. In my brackets, when I made my brackets, I had Duke, Florida in my national championship. So that's what I'm kind of rooting for. And I think that would be, if you got Duke, Florida, I think that would be an unbelievable game.
I agree.
But yeah, that Duke team is insane. Everyone talks about, Cooper Flagg obviously gets all the headlines, rightfully so. He's an unbelievable player. That dude they got in the middle, Maluak, I think is his name, is an animal. Oh my goodness, he's a beast. I mean, blocking everything, just like deflecting passes, like that guy, he's a problem to deal with.
Yeah, he's only been playing basketball for 3 years.
That's not fair.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he rebounds on the, when they miss shots, him just putback dunk after putback dunk. I mean, he's a problem.
He may have the highest field goal percentage of any freshman ever, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is he 80%, 75?
Something like that.
You know, I saw a note this week, Jordan, somebody sent to me, and I think this is just a complete whiff of a guess, but it's like I think they've played 400 and something minutes in the tournament the freshmen have for Duke, and combined the other 3 teams have had like 150 minutes of freshman time on the floor in the tournament. So, yeah, they are definitely young-led. It would be a great story if they were able to make it to the final.
Shoot, I could play on that team. Just put me at the end of the bench. I'll hand Cooper his towel when he comes off the court, and I'll just root on the guys. It'll be great.
Well, and then you got the little more seasoned team over at Houston. It'll be really interesting, the different style, and we'll see how that goes. But I guess that's it. We're gonna let you go because you got other stuff to do. But you're pitching Thursday, so that's where do we watch? Can we watch your games? Are they streamed online, or is it a minor league baseball page, or how do we find those?
Yeah, you can watch them on. They have MILB TV.
Yep.
I think it's actually on the MLB app now. Like you can watch all the affiliate games of certain teams if you pay for whatever the heck it is. So yeah, they have that one. So Friday I'll be out there.
I'm going to schedule a road trip up there to come see you guys play. So obviously, I hope you're in Chicago by the time I get it together. But if you're still there, I'm going to come up and see my family and come to a couple games. So I'll let you know when I get that worked out. I was talking to Connor the other day about that. But and last thing, I was telling the guys a minute ago, I just booked tickets to go see the first college football game of the year. Do you know who's playing in that game?
K-State, Iowa State, Ireland.
That's exactly right. You're going to be a little busy, but I'm going to break over there. That'll be my last little getaway before football starts, so we need to make a little wager on that game before we get there.
I would never do such a thing. I don't know what you are referring to.
Just like a dinner, are you allowed to do that? What are the rules on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, we can.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about it. I'll get in search of a great ramen place, and we'll put dinner on that. That'd be good.
Irish ramen. That is something I've never heard of.
Well, I don't mean in Dublin. I mean, I'm thinking a little closer to home, maybe, but we'll figure that out.
I got you.
I'll have my people in Des Moines do some research on the best ramen around town and see what I can come up with.
I love it.
All right, brother. Hey, appreciate it, man. That was really fun, and looking forward to having you on every week. And thanks again to Crain Buick GMC of Conway. And good luck this week. We'll try to take a peek on Thursday. We got no hoops Thursday, right? So we can watch Jordan get his job done there. So, all right, brother. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you. Thanks, guys.
Man. Appreciate you. Good stuff. 10:51. It's gonna be a fun season with him.
53, the street sounds like a symphony with a jumbo train of Love Street.
Every project is an opportunity, and every John Deere tractor is built for rising to the challenge. The Down-to-Earth package is built for breaking new ground. The Greenway Special is built for cutting time, not corners. And the Weekend Warrior is built for those who give it everything, even on their days off. It's your time and your land. Let Greenway help you make the most of it with 0% financing for 7 years. Visit GoGreenway.com to get started. With approved credit, see dealer for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2025.
Look, there's feelings, and then there's the facts. If you're feeling like your finance team is bogged down in mundane manual tasks, the fact is, you need Ramp. Ramp is the corporate card that makes the expense process fast and easy. The moment your team makes a purchase, Ramp handles everything. Receipt collection and approvals, the works. With Ramp, you can cut your month-end close from 5 days to 1, customize approval workflows, and get complete control over every transaction. Facts. Over 25,000 businesses trust Ramp, including Shopify and the Boys & Girls Club of America, which is why they were just named #1 in spend management by G2. Facts. Start using Ramp and you'll have more time to spend scaling your business. And that'll feel really good. Upgrade to Ramp for free today and get $250 at ramp.com/radio. Ramp.com/radio. That's RAMP.com/radio.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey Arkansas, Montana with Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville. We're your Arkansas Can-Am and Sea-Doo dealer. Are you looking for your next adventure? On the road, on the water, or in the trails? We've got the ride for you. At Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville, we are proud to say we offer the best customer service around. We've won multiple awards for our level of excellence in many different categories, but our customer service is the one we're the most proud of. Come and see us Monday through Saturday or give us a call. See our current inventory, apply for financing, and value your trade at our website, hubbardpowersports.com.
They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and that's your home and your business. So if your business needs a touch-up, call CertaPro Painters and let them handle the job for you. They provide excellent workmanship, quality, and a worry-free process for both residential and commercial spaces, all at the right price. You've got to focus on your business. Let them focus on your painting. Schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Get your estimate scheduled today at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
You're listening to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You like what you hear? Well, check out our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Some wind up in the Hall of Fame, some go down in the blaze of glory. Some people never ever make a name, but change the game.
10:54 in The Zone on a lovely Tuesday. A terrific one at that. Jordan Wicks, great stuff. We are going to try to keep it up because we got a busy day today. Pat Bradley's joining us in the next hour. Pat's brought to you by River City Flooring. We've also got our Red White Report brought to you by UAMS Health Ortho Now. That's opening up next Monday at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital. If you need to get in and get an appointment made, 8 to 8. You actually don't need an appointment. You show up. It's a walk-in. 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, you can call 501-686-8674. That's 501-686-TOSH. And again, opening on Monday, the old walk-in for sports injury, work injury, anything else. If it's orthopedic care that you need, it's UAMS Ortho that you need. And Ortho Now is ready for you. Again, all day long, 8 to 8 Monday through Friday. Pretty awesome to have that available, 8 to noon on Saturdays. So again, 6 days a week, they can take care of your orthopedic needs if you have a problem or an injury. And let's be honest, man, at our age, stuff just starts messing up on occasion. It's part of the deal. But go see our friends over there. And again, it's a walk-in clinic starting next Monday. All right, a couple of baseball things here. Here's the clip from Carson Kelly, who is the Cubs catcher. And I got the list here of catchers who have hit for the cycle. It goes back to 1894. A guy named Lave Cross, L-A-V-E. Maybe it was Lave.
It was yesterday.
1894. He was a Phillies catcher, did it against the Dodgers. Some of the guys you might have heard of. There's only one dude on this list that did it twice, Mickey Cochran. He played for Philadelphia in the 30s. Yep. Carlton Fisk had one. Benjamin Molina had one. I thought I read this morning, and I don't see him on this list, but I thought I read that Johnny Bench had one, but maybe not. He's not on this list, but I thought I saw this morning that he did. Anyway, here's how it sounded when he got his triple.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Blade. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go! Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle! Take that, Mark Grace!
You're running like a river cat, and they want the ball. The dugout is going bonkers.
Oh, brother, that was awesome.
First cycle since Mark Grace.
So
it comes from the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Speaking of surprising, wow, that is a wild one. I loved watching Mark Grace play. I don't remember thinking Mark could run for a triple. He was not. Speed was not the first thing that came to mind, but a great hitter nonetheless.
Lucky and get it in an alley.
Golly, that's wild. How about? Hey, by the way, for those of you who believe in announcer jinx, there is no such thing. I mean, they're literally calling for it before he gets up there, and then he hits it. So knock it off. Ellie De La Cruz is going to get a whole bunch of triples probably and a whole bunch of cycles in his career. He had a career high last night, 7 RBI.
It was his first game using torpedo bat.
Maybe there's something to it.
De La Cruz, he is so fun to watch.
Destroyed. Deep right center. Off the base of the batter's eye. He is driven in 5. His first 2 bombs of the year come tonight. Reds by 2 touchdowns.
Why does he make it seem so easy?
He is a freaky dude. Listen, he's not on my favorite team. He's not my favorite player, but he's the most exciting guy I've ever seen play in the last few years. He's crazy good. And then a little update on Andrew Benintendi. Still not really finding it from a hitting standpoint, but he did get a long ball yesterday.
Benintendi puts a charge into this one. Right field. Bader looking up. Get out! Benintendi.
Struggled last year. Batted .229. He's at .231 this year.
Whatever you're doing this weekend, if it doesn't involve fast horses, daily doubles, high fives, and corned beef sandwiches, you may be doing it wrong. Every weekend through May 3rd, Oaklawn has live thoroughbred racing. Whether your Oaklawn is cheering from the home stretch, dining in the Bugler restaurant, or raising a glass at the First Turn bar, your race day is whatever you want it to be. Make reservations today at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to Moe's! Hey guys, this is Brandon with Moe's Southwest Grill. We welcome you in for the freshest Tex-Mex you'll find outside of your own garden. Check us out on Moe Mondays, where we have bowls and burritos starting at $7.99. And remember, your kids always eat free with us on Sundays. Let Moe's cater your next event. Schedule online at Moe's.com. And while you're there, download our app for weekly specials. Stop by anytime, where you'll always get the freshest Tex-Mex, and you'll always hear us say, "Welcome to Moe's!"
Razorback pitcher Will McIntyre joins Morning Mayhem on the Buzz each week, courtesy of Centennial Bank. Build a strong financial game plan with Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
This is Larry Culpepper, the inventor of the college football playoff. When I'm in Arkansas, I always listen to 103.7 The Buzz. Ice cold, Dr. Pepper, help!
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Members of a worker-led group advocating for the rights of meatpacking employees protest outside Tyson Foods in northwest Arkansas. Vince Ceramos wanted to show support for immigrants in the local workforce and push for better treatment on the job. In December, Tyson, along with 8 other poultry companies, settled in the country's second largest labor antitrust class action suit ever. Tyson released a statement about the protest saying, in part, quote, "We take the concerns of our workforce seriously and have established multiple channels to report misconduct and provide feedback, both directly and anonymously." Crews continue to search the Arkansas River after witnesses reported a possible drowning over the weekend when a boat got loose from its moorings near Little Rock's Murray Park. Investigators say 2 people swam in to try to get it, but we're told witnesses only saw one of them get out of the water. Pulaski County deputies, along with Little Rock police and firefighters, are still looking for that possible missing person. This is Sincere Tonsel from KRK4 Today for the Buzz Radio Network.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It'll warm up to 76 degrees today, mostly sunny, and a southeast wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour. So a little breezy today. Tonight, windy, a south wind 15 to 25 with a 30% chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm, a low of 67. Tomorrow, into the 80s with severe thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Yeah, I understand. I get it. Okay. Hey, Frank, could you hold on? I think I'm on the air. I'm on the phone with Frank at the Little Rock Athletic Club. He wanted me to let you know they're extending the offer into this month, 30% off the joining fee, all the different ways to exercise, and it's yours, 30% off the joining fee. Don't let that resolution become an illusion. Save, join, develop healthy habits at your Little Rock Athletic Club. Oh, people will witness the fitness. Okay, Frank, I'm back.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. As a fan of dogs, Mrs. Pigskin and I always watch the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Nearly always, though, the big winners are the frou-frou dogs that look like dust mops, whose pedigrees and ridiculous haircuts would result in them being mocked at the dog park. But this year, regular dogs like a Schnauzer, a Whippet, a Terrier, and a German Shepherd were the winners. Good for them, and good for all the mutts everywhere who add spice to our lives. Now I have to convince my wife why I need to emulate the legendary Randy Rainwater and have 47 dogs of my own. Double B's is where convenience and value coalesce. In a hurry, you can pay at the pump with your Exxon or Phillips 66 mobile apps. Need some cash? All Double B's have ATMs. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Fellas, if you're not feeling that same energy anymore, testosterone therapy or TRT may be the answer. Look for personalized treatments like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. Low T Center brings over a decade of experience. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. Babbel is designed with you in mind. From expert-created lessons to conversational video units and even live classes, you can personalize your Babbel experience to be exactly what you need to really learn a new language more easily. Go ahead, set a goal for yourself. Accomplish it with Babbel. Try Babbel for free. Go to BABBEL.com. That's Babbel.com.
North Little Rock, get ready. Brewski's is bringing the heat every Thursday at 6 p.m. It's crawfish boil season. Every Thursday, grab a steaming 3-pound tray of crawfish, corn, and taters for just $25. And what's crawfish without a cold one? 22-ounce domestic drafts are just $4. Plus, happy hour rolls on till 7 p.m. So round up your crew, crack some shells, and let the good times boil. Every Thursday at Brewski's North Little Rock. Brewski's, your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
And Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? Know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. We learn to live, we learn to give each other what we need to survive. Together alive, Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we?
Hi.
Yo.
Hour 2.
What's up, man? How was your day yesterday?
Terrible.
Really?
Buddy, we had all kinds of equipment issues. It was a miserable day yesterday. Did you forget?
The things you can control outside of that.
That was great. Very productive.
Good.
Got a lot done.
Okay.
It's the little things, DJ. It's the little things.
It is.
My coffee pot crapped out of me, though. I told you that.
You said you were going to get a new one.
I bought a new one. It should be delivered right now.
Oh, you ordered it?
Amazon. I ain't got time to run Target. I'm busy, man.
I'm surprised. I feel like
that
you'd be
one
the
day
type
thing?
to pick
It's
out
gonna be
your...
here like
You're
today,
like,
tomorrow?
what do you do from 3 o'clock on? I had to get ready for the podcast today. Last podcast today. Zach and I are recording for Oaklawn Game Day. Yep.
Okay.
Kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
Could use the break. But it's fun. I really enjoy doing that with him.
Yeah,
all right. You ready for a Red White Report?
Can't wait.
Pat Bradley coming up momentarily.
And we got Trey today, too?
Trey Biddy will join us. Maybe some recruiting updates. Apparently, this superstar basketball guy is not going to announce after the McDonald's All-American game, which, by the way, you can see a couple of future Razorbacks for sure on the floor tonight, and then maybe 3.
Maybe.
How about in the women's game?
Okay. Don't know about that one.
I think you do. I think you do. But you know what? Good things are coming.
Is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
Sorry, I didn't need those ears anyway. All right, Razorback baseball in North Little Rock tonight, in Fayetteville this weekend, but again, very, 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 very much up in the air. Very, very, very. Where's Eli Gold when I need him? Up in the air about the weather, so we don't know what's going to happen. But if I was going to bet money, I wouldn't bet on UConn. I wouldn't bet on Auburn. I wouldn't bet on Duke. I'd bet on a doubleheader this weekend. That is the safest bet you're going to get.
Okay.
Because they're going to move a game time. I can guarantee you. Guarantee. Yes, like Justin Wilson used to do when he was in the kitchen. Anyway, Arkansas and Grambling State tonight. Tate McGuire will go for the Hogs. He has not won a game. He's had 2 decisions, and he is a ERA under 4. So I like the Hogs' chances. I imagine the Bats will come to life once again, and I hope they put on a hell of a show. Here's a few things you need to know before you go. Gates open at 4 o'clock. First pitch is 6. CHI St. Vincent Field at Dickey Stevens Park is a cashless facility, so you can bring hundreds of dollars in cash money. You can't use it in the ballpark, though. Get your cards ready.
You know, Coastal Carolina said you don't have to bring your wallets there anymore either.
Use Apple Pay?
The what are they called?
The Chanticleers.
Yeah, they are offering now, each time you have a visit to the concession stand, you can pick 4 items from a soda, a hot dog, popcorn, and a candy.
And what?
It's free.
I'm sorry? What?
Yes, it's free.
How are they doing that?
It's a great question, but they're doing it for free. They said outside of alcohol and other vendors who set up there, but the concession stand, hot dog, drink, maybe it was pretzel and popcorn, all free.
As many as I want, or just one?
They said each time you go, the max you can get at one time when you're at the stand is 4 items. But they said it's on us.
I can go as many times as I want, though?
Wild. Eating glizzies all day.
I don't even know how that's
I'm
sustainable.
going to go to the Coastal Carolina game.
I might. This is a team that won a national championship. Are they struggling for fans that much?
I don't know.
That's weird. Anyway, other things about tonight. Clear bag policies in effect. Lawn chairs and blankets are allowed in the ballpark, but chairs are not permitted in the beer garden. So you have to walk your butt over there if you want a cold one. And it's have your printed home ticket or your mobile ticket saved to your phone before arriving, please. Let's be efficient tonight, folks, because it's always a packed house. So please be ready to rock and roll. And, congratulations to JDJ, John Daly Jr. Got her done. His first collegiate win.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
I'm surprised this didn't make it on KRK this morning.
Yeah.
We mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised,
You're also
too.
surprised?
Yes.
DJ's like, I'm not in charge. I just read what they tell me. John Daly II, not junior, had 4 birdies with an eagle over his final 5 holes. That seems good. It's like, how'd you finish? Man, I only had 4 birdies. Oh, yeah? Yeah, but I had an eagle.
Ooh.
That was a crazy finish. And over his last 5 holes, and it was a one-day 36-hole invitational. He shot 70, then 69.
Nice.
Thank you, Christian. Very impressive performance. They did lose, though, Arkansas did, as a team to Yale. Nerds. Dartmouth finished behind them, Columbia behind them, and Bryant finished 5th. What a weird collection of teams. It was Yale, Arkansas, Dartmouth, Columbia, Bryant, Lafayette, Rider, Monmouth, Manhattan, Merrimack, Villanova, and St. Francis, which just went Division III.
These are all rich schools, right?
They're all very high academic standard schools. I'll say it that way. Let me put it that way.
I don't understand how he's not a junior.
I don't know.
You know?
Is that a?
It says John Daly II. That's what it says in the release. I'm going to read it.
That's not how that
I think
works.
you can only be a second if there's a third, right?
No, I'm a. Oh yeah, yes.
I think so.
Uh-oh.
You go from junior to third, or junior to second if there's a third.
If you want to.
I mean, I'd be okay entertaining that, but you just can't be a second.
His second coming of John Daly.
Unless his middle name is different. Then would you be the second?
I don't know anything about how any of this works. I didn't name my kid Justin. I don't know. And
I think R.J. Hawk's a junior technically.
Is he?
But they call him second, third.
Arkansas baseball is ranked second in Baseball America, second in D1 baseball, second in the Writers Association poll, second in USA Today coaches, and some idiots at Perfect Game got them third. I like the Perfect Game guys, actually, but they are number one in the RPI, though, so for whatever that's worth. You can see the number one team in the nation tonight as far as the RPI goes. So I'll look forward to seeing you over there tonight, and then again the Missouri series this weekend. Missouri stinks on toast, and I can't wait to see Arkansas pound them, hopefully for 3 games. There's a possibility we may only get a couple games in this weekend.
We didn't talk about John Daly Jr., but we did talk about Big Z leaving.
And Big Z's leaving. Thanks, DJ.
Yeah, no problem. Thought you were going to throw that in there.
Did that come up yesterday?
Or overnight?
Not during the show. It was after
we were off the air? Okay.
Yeah. Not surprised, right?
I won't say good riddance because I like Big Z as a human being.
I'm fine without him.
Yeah, I don't think Arkansas needs him to be successful next season. I think we can all agree to that.
Yeah.
What are these sound bites I got up here, Christian?
They were at the McDonald's All-American game. They were just asked, Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff Jr., who are the 5 stars that Arkansas is getting. They were just asked about...
Why Arkansas?
Yeah.
I would say what made me want to commit to Arkansas was just the loyalty aspect of everything. Like, Kyle has been recruiting me since 8th, 9th grade, and he's never told a fib to me, never told me something was going to happen and it didn't happen. So when you so genuine on your behalf, then it's like it's easy for me being Malik to just give my full commitment to that school and that staff.
If you didn't know which one that was between Darius and Malik, it was Malik.
Yeah.
Because he went third person. Also, if you think that they didn't fib to you, that's cool. It's probably just because you don't know. But it's good.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. But as far as he knows, they're telling him the truth. That's great.
Do you have the soundbite about them trying to recruit that other guy to come to Arkansas?
No.
Okay.
Kyle been recruiting me since, 10th grade, around that time where I got on the scene. And ever since then, like he said, he never told me a lie, never told me nothing. He never sugarcoated nothing with me, though. Told me what I needed to work on. But just being a leader, and, like I said before, the great guards he had coming in, I want to continue that for sure, me and him. So, yeah.
And back to Malik for a moment. Asking a kid to predict what a team is going to do before he steps on campus is some heady stuff. But okay.
You think you can take a deeper tournament next year? 100%. I think we could win a national championship.
Oh, here we go.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts, bro. Facts.
I'm sure when Pat Bradley got to campus, he felt that way too.
No cap.
He did go to a Sweet 16, though, so that was cool. Speaking of, there he is. Let's talk to him.
He's the all-time leader in three-pointers made at Arkansas. He's played professionally in Denmark and France. He was once a co-host of The Zone, but now he's big time with the SEC Network. He's wicked smart at basketball. He's Pat Bradley.
Bradley off a screen for 3. Is he going to miss? He's been terrific in this first half.
The Shooter is brought to you by River City Flooring. Whether it's tile, vinyl, laminate, hardwood, or carpet, River City Flooring has a wide range of options and exactly the right price for you. For more info, go to rivercityflooringinc.com.
Well, Pat, you got a good day to be on the show this week because, well, yesterday we couldn't have had you on the show. We had a whole lot of technical issues yesterday, but thanks to our crack team, they got it all worked out. Got it all worked out, buddy. And by all worked out, I mean a few of the things are fixed.
Good, yeah. Hey, that happens.
It does.
Happens. It's, we just got to roll with it. That's what separates the great from the good.
Pat, I'm getting up there in years, but most of the equipment at this place is older than me. And I think it was probably due to have a bit of a crap out. So here we are. And it was not much fun, but it's good to be on the air with you today. How are you?
Doing good. How's everybody?
We're good, man. Hey, do you know this stat? Other than Kansas and Oklahoma, do we know if there have been league opponents that have faced each other in the finals? What was the other one you said, Christian?
Villanova and
Georgetown in 85. Do we know how many times that's happened?
I would say, was there no ACC schools? And you got to start with, who has the most appearances? Duke?
Mm-hmm.
They ever play an ACC school?
I wouldn't think so, because North Carolina...
UCLA? what was it? Was it the Pac-3 back when UCLA was going to like 20 in a row?
I don't know.
I would start with who has the most. If unless someone's you guys just trying to do it off the top of your head.
Well, yeah, we didn't know. We're just because Oklahoma, and that was a great game when Danny Manning was in it against Mookie and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then the Villanova one's obviously iconic with Massimino and a bunch, but obviously it's not going to happen this year because the two SEC teams are playing in the semis. But I was lamenting the fact that it's too bad they're not on opposite sides of the bracket because that would have been a fun final, potentially.
Sure, yeah, it would have been, and obviously, Tennessee just seems like they always. I mean, I love, and everybody's a big fan of, or at least I'm pretty sure everyone's a big fan of Coach Rick Barnes. It just seems like there's one of those offensive games that they're going to run into in the tournament, and you just feel for them, man.
Well,
they're probably going to beat Duke anyway.
Yeah, they were playing the best defensive team in the tournament too. The question is, how close can Houston get to replicating that against Duke, Pat?
I think that Houston is, they're a great offensive rebounding team, but they're not very big. Like they got two guys, 6'8", 6'9", and they get a bunch of versatile guys that hit the glass. And obviously they've got much better shooters this year than Kelvin Sampson's had, certainly at Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But Duke is the biggest team in the country, tallest team in the country. Every position, they're huge. Not to mention, I'm not talking about their front court. Their back court is huge. You see that kid, James, who looks like he legit looks like a fullback. At about 6'5". So I think without the ability to dominate on the glass, then that's one way they'll struggle. And the second thing, like, you watching that game against Tennessee, like, Tennessee has no post presence. They just don't have anybody that can catch it on the block and score. And I think Duke, certainly Cooper Flagg is a guy that can do that and just have more. They got more ways that they can score than we saw like Tennessee. So I don't expect them to beat Duke. With that being said, we know anything can happen in 40 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes. You just look at I hate to, but we got to look back. Like, think about the Hogs being up on Texas Tech big, right? Then they lose. Mm-hmm. Think about Texas Tech being up 10 against Florida. Then they lose.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, no lead is safe.
So you tell me
when you're playing against that kind of caliber.
So the trickle down is going to be that Florida's up big on Auburn, and they're going to crap the bed, is what you're going to tell me.
I'm saying if things hold steady, they'll hold steady. But yeah, so I think Duke, their size and their ability to get in and score in the paint. They're big. They get that big dude Maliak. However you say his name, so the wizard knows.
Maliak.
But that dude is an absolute beast. I mean, just a beast.
You and Jordan Wicks are both big fans of his. Yeah, he's an impressive figure, imposing at that. The big question on the other game is going to be, how healthy is Janai Broome? Auburn is a 3-point underdog at Oaklawn Sports. Here's Bruce Pearl with the update, if I may be so bold as to take up some of your time with comments from the coach, Pat, because that changes everything, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I saw some guy who posted this morning that he's been ruled out. So then I did a quick Google search, and I'm like, nobody else reporting this. But this guy legit, he was a blue checkmark guy with like 20,000 followers, and I was like, that's a pretty big matzo ball hanging out there if you're wrong, and I think he's probably wrong. You're Janai Broome, you got to at least go run around out there for a little bit, don't you? Come on. Anyway, here's Coach.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't really see the fall. I just saw him laying there on the ground, and he was really calm, but you could tell something was wrong because he wasn't getting up. And I waited, about 10 seconds to see, are you going to get up, or am I going to have to come out there or have the trainer come out there and pick you up, which obviously means you got to get off the floor. He stayed down, so I knew something was there. First thought was, what does the front line look like? And fortunately, we were not in foul trouble. Both Chaney Johnson and Dylan Cardwell were not in foul trouble with 10 minutes left to go in the game. So, with the lead we had, I thought, you know what? I still think we'd do this. Now, if it was a really close game and we needed buckets and our best offensive player was not going to come back, this thing might not happen. And are we really not going to go to the Final Four? So he goes to the locker room, and obviously it was his right elbow, and there was a slight hyperextension, call it what you want, but the doctors examined him and determined that there was no injury, that whatever happened didn't injure anything there. Now he's getting an MRI this morning, so we're going to find out more about it. We don't know everything. He comes back out of the locker room and he starts to walk to the bench. He walks up to me. I says, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you want to go in?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, get your ass in there." And that was it.
And it's not.
There you go. That's what I would have said to him, too. And then he promptly comes out, Pat. We've had a lot of injuries that maybe were a hair oversold. I'm sure he was scared, but he comes back out and he drills a 3. I mean, it's like Paul Pierce, Willis Reed, pick your guy, but a remarkable comeback performance by Janai Broom as he helps his team to a victory.
I would say, one of the concerning things is you could tell he wasn't trying to use that right arm. He was rebounding just with his left arm, and that could have just been soreness. But I do agree, if even he doesn't play much, who knows if they find something, you'd think that he's going to suit up and at least, you can run in layup lines, if you don't think you can, because, it's going to be a physical game for him.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a good time to be having any sort of bumps and bruises going against Florida's front line. So, but I'd be surprised, maybe he isn't, in position to play a lot, but you figure he certainly would be available.
We've not talked
or
about.
I would anyway.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Condon's situation because he tweaked his ankle and then came back. But I assume he's going to be okay to go by the end of the week.
Yeah, I think so. With him coming back, that was huge. Considering him, he's had a couple of those injuries. It was his shoulder earlier in the season, his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
He got popped in the nose. Was that during the SEC tournament? So he's a physical kid, but he is a key. Walter Clayton. Their guard. Obviously, he's has that takeover ability. But that guy, Alex Condon, the way he can pass, rebound, protect the rim, he can hurt you from the 3-point line. You don't have him, and you're in trouble.
So, who are you picking?
Well, I picked Florida at the beginning of the tournament, so I guess I'll stick with. I don't have any reason why not to pick Florida to win the whole thing, 2 games. I mean, Duke has looked like check every box. They look great.
Mm-hmm.
However, I might as well stick with Florida. I hadn't seen anything outside of that would make me change my mind.
Yeah, we always.
I don't know how you guys.
No, I think we always. Yeah, we always talk about teams that are playing the best. It seems like a lot of times that there are plenty of cases where teams are hot. It's like, oh my God, they won 7 in a row and they won their conference tournament, and they go in there in the second round and fall on their face. But Florida does look like over the last 2 weeks the best team in America, with Duke being right there with them. So I think we can all agree. I'm kind of rooting for Auburn because I've got some friends who are Auburn fans. I don't have any friends who are Florida fans. But I think the best matchup for the national championship potentially would be Duke and Florida.
Yeah, and again, yes. I mean, in terms of
so that Auburn-Houston game should be amazing.
Yes, exactly. And I don't mind at all. I mean, Auburn, I love that program as well. So I'd be happy for them and happy for anybody.
How do you think people feel about Coach Pearl generally?
How do I think they feel about him?
How do you think he's perceived generally outside of Auburn?
I think
because he's a character now.
Yeah, he is, and I think anytime you go out there, and when he was at Tennessee, he was not shy about going to the women's games with no shirt on, painting his chest.
Yes.
And I just, I can remember people not liking when Coach Musselman would do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had somebody tell me, because I think he did it against Kansas, and they just that can turn off. I could see how that could turn off some people, but it's your guy, so
yeah,
he can get you going. Now I think, he goes to the Final Four with Auburn. He has the number one team in the country. He's put out how many first-round NBA picks. So I think the point where he is now, he's sort of like an older statesman type guy.
Yeah.
And, he still gets the crowd riled up. And I don't know if you guys saw the post-game press conference, but, I think he understood how he had to excite the fan base when he got to Tennessee, how he had to do the same thing when he got to Auburn. Now they're an established, program. I mean, you expect them to, that's a top 20 program. You figure now every year that he starts the season.
Okay, so we'll see what shakes out. We'll talk about it next week, and I guess it'll be a recap of the championship game on Monday night, so should be good.
It'll be a fun one. Be a fun one, boys. Be a fun one.
Appreciate the time, Patrick, and thanks to River City Flooring. I know you love them. We all love them. We need another fishing outing with Terry.
Terry, we're coming, brother. We're coming.
Maybe we can get DJ. You fish?
I like to fish. I just don't like taking it off the hook. Soft.
You don't like touching the fish?
I don't like touching.
Wow.
Oh, Terry's father.
But I like ripping
Terry's
lips.
father will.
Yeah, I like ripping lips and getting them in there.
Terry's father baits the hook.
Do it all
and
for me.
Gives you the pole.
I want to cast it.
You
just like you're 5 years old, DJ.
I don't know when it hit me.
You just want to sling it out there and reel it in.
It used to not bother me. Now I don't know.
I like getting them off there. I get my hands all slimy.
You like that?
Oh, Pat and I are sitting out there like Bruce Pearl with our shirts off, catching some rays.
Oh man,
drinking a couple cold ones.
I like it.
That was so awesome.
Besides touching it.
I'll
get out there.
I'll get your fish off, you big baby.
I'll get it in.
Oh. This just turned awkward. Pat, we got to go. Thank you.
All right, boys.
See you, brother.
Ciao.
All right. Listen, you can do distracted fishing, but don't do distracted driving.
Don't do it.
It's a lot more dangerous. If you drive while using your device to text or scroll through social media, you are a distracted driver. Between 2011 and 2020, more than 32,000 Americans died in crashes involving distracted drivers. Listen, can I just take a sidebar time out for a second?
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
Most of y'all ain't good when you're paying attention, okay?
Fair.
So get off your phone. I hate to be judgmental, but let's be real. Most of y'all don't drive that well when you're paying attention. Anyway, how often do you drive distracted? Think about it. And be real. 8% of all traffic fatalities are now linked to distracted drivers. So what can you do? I mean, look, and there's other things like you're switching your radio and all the kinds of things, even without your phone. Like, there's other things that distract you. Kids are yelling in the back, shut up back there!
To do it.
And snap on them. Snap on them. When I got married, I had to get rid of my stick shift.
Why?
Because I need to be able to reach back in the back seat and smack a kid. You know this is right. Didn't do it very often. Anyway, there's no excuse for putting other people at risk with distracted driving. When you're driving, pay attention to the road. Remember this. Put the phone away or pay. This is all courtesy of our friends at the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office. They ain't trying to give you a ticket. They're trying to keep you safe and alive. It's 11:31. Trey, Biddy coming up next.
Nice.
In the zone.
David and Roger are bringing Morning Mayhem to Fayetteville Wednesday to broadcast from FL Davis Ace Hardware, 1535 North College on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas basketball had their second entry into the transfer portal yesterday as big man Zvonimir Visic put his name in, following guard Kazmir Chavis, who played in just one game as a Razorback. Visic averaged 8.5 points, 4 rebounds, and a block on 38% from 3 this year. The 7'2" Croatian followed Cal Perry from Kentucky to Arkansas and had good games but was unable to sustain success, so much so that he logged just 8 minutes a game over the final 4 games where he scored just 2 points. And Arkansas baseball will play tonight in North Little Rock at Dickey Stevens Park against Grambling State. First pitch is set for 6. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Founded
by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse. Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it up on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough with the phones already. Put them down and pay attention, or pay the price.
Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you have a passion for adventure and unmatched quality, then head to Honda of North Little Rock for the best lineup of quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. They have Honda's best models and will find the perfect ride just for you. That's Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Welcome back in the zone. Did we say something dumb? Well, let us know by texting our D3 Auto Sales text line or messaging us on our Whit Davis Lumber Plus Live fan feedback. Now, back to the show.
It's 11:36. Trey Biddy is scheduled to be on the show right now, but I don't know if we have him. We've had a lot of technical problems. Trey?
Trey's not there.
No.
This Anthony Edwards stuff is pretty wild.
What's that?
He asked the judge, can I just go ahead and pay out my 18 years of child support up front?
Ooh. What's the upside?
There is no upside.
What's the price?
It doesn't make sense.
I guess they're determining that. I mean, he's essentially saying, I don't want anything to do with this woman or the kid.
Oh, so he's had a couple cases.
Yeah, it's getting pretty nasty, whatever. And then somebody said this. So apparently, somebody says, yes, Anthony Edwards is not blameless. He should have used protection if he didn't want a kid or not do it in the first place. But then I didn't know this was with a 40-year-old woman sleeping with a 23-year-old millionaire young kid. They would say not innocent either. If genders were flipped, would this be called a predator?
She's 40?
Yeah.
He slept with a 40-year-old? Does he know who he is?
Jalen Green's with a 40-year-old right now.
Yeah.
I respect that. It's also kind of strange. You don't see that from young, top-level athletes very often.
I don't know. Some of these cougars out there, they're preying on these young athletes.
You're about to say put it on them.
Putting it on them. They are.
Oh, man. Hey, will you see... I hate technical problems. Golly, why don't we work this out in the break? I just assumed we were all good, but I don't know why. That was dumb. Let me see what Justin Moore said.
He's on now.
Who is?
Biddy?
Yeah, but he's not on the one that we have.
You don't want him on the tie line?
Yeah, he's on the phone. I want him on the tie line, but that's fine. We'll do it on that. Yeah. Trey, I'm sorry. We got issues. It's cool. One of the tie line receivers is working, but some of them aren't. So I don't know which one's working and which one isn't, but you sound just fine on the... We'll do it this way.
Okay. I don't know what dial 1816.
Well, you normally dial on one of the tie lines that's...
Yeah.
We can talk about it on the break. It's fine. This is going to be really terrible.
Good.
This will be worse radio than the technical problems we've been having, so it's all good.
Okay.
Trey is on, and we are happy to have him. However we get him on, it's all good. Let's welcome him in properly.
He's had his finger on the pulse of Arkansas sports more than anyone else. You've heard him on Drive Time Sports for years. Now, he's bringing his talents to the zone also. He's Trey Biddy of Hogsports.com. He's brought to you by Tire Town, Point S and Benton, carrying all the top tire brands. There's no stress with Point S. Check them out at PointSTire.com.
There's no stress at Point S, but there's a bunch of stress with the Buzz today. I'll tell you that much. But we're going to have some fun with Trey. So we took spring break off. Where'd you go?
Yeah. Crested Butte.
Crested Butte.
Yeah. There's like, for some reason, I don't know, there's like 40 families from Fayetteville that go there every year. And then there's like probably another 20 from Jonesboro. And it's just like Arkansas just descends on Crested Butte. But it was good. We had a couple good watch parties for the basketball games. And so that was fun, a lot more fun. The first one, I guess the Thursday, or no, I guess it was Saturday. Yeah, the second round game, then the third round. But it was a good time. Glad to be back though. That's what I always say about a vacation. Like at the end of your vacation, you should be ready to come home and get back to work, and that's exactly what I am.
Did you go shushing down the slopes?
I did. Yeah.
What kind of skier are you? Scale 1 to 10.
Intermediate.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm cautious enough to where I don't want to break anything or hurt myself.
Yep.
My wife and daughter just haul down the mountain. I mean, like just straight. For me, I'm like, I know at 47 years old, if I hurt something, that it's going to take a really long time to heal.
Yeah.
So,
so I'm a
little more cautious.
I am through trying to impress anybody with any kind of physical skill that remain in my body, so that's probably the smart move at this point. DJ, you have
I skied 5 days and I did not fall, except for the first day when I was standing still.
That's pretty amazing.
It just fell over.
That's awesome.
So
DJ,
I'm proud of that.
How much money would I have to pay you to go snow skiing?
Got to be up there.
Because first of all, you got to understand, Trey, DJ does not like to leave his town.
I don't like to leave my house.
Unless he's going to go to Fayetteville. That's about the only things he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's nothing about skiing that looks fun to me.
Justin Moore just said, he told the morning guys that they were skiing on spring break, and it was 60. He's like, we had snow pants and T-shirts on. I'm like, that is the bomb. I've never gotten to do that.
Wow.
Yeah, we were in the 50s and sunny. It was warm.
That's nice.
How does the snow not melt?
It does a little bit.
Okay.
And it can make for some slick spots, but it's all good.
There's just a lot of it. Yeah.
There is a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good. It's like words, DJ. No matter how many I say, I always have plenty more.
Okay.
So back to spring football this week?
Yep. Back today, actually. So they'll start practice 7 around 3:40 today with press conferences at 1:30. So anxious to see a couple of guys like David Oakey, the defensive tackle from transfer from Abilene Christian. We haven't seen him yet. We haven't seen Jordan Young, the Cincinnati cornerback transfer. So a couple of guys to watch out for, possibly returning for spring. But yeah, I'm anxious to get back out there and watch him. I've seen, I guess, 12 hours, probably a little over 12 hours of practice so far through the 6 practices. And the last one I saw was a good bit of scrimmage work. I'll say this, the defense is coming along more. I think early on, even the coaches were probably a little bit concerned about how far ahead the offense was over the defense, but the defense has started to catch up a little bit. Still see some holes that, we're getting close to the transfer portal now. I mean, I think April 16th is the transfer portal opening for 10 days, and there'll be some guys from Arkansas that have to jump in because they're a couple over the scholarship limit right now of 85, so there'll be some guys that jump in, and they'll need to bring some guys out. I've said before, if they don't take another player out of the transfer portal, and only one, I would like to see that player at defensive end. I just think that's probably where they've got just a lot of unproven guys. It feels like, you go back 2 years ago, they had a true 3 deep at defensive end. I mean, with Trajan Jeffcoat and John Morgan, Zach Williams, Rashad Stewart, Landon Jackson. I mean, they had a number of guys at defensive end. And last year they probably had a true 2 deep, plus they had Quincy Rhodes who played a good bit. You know, they had Anton Junekaj, who was banged up a lot. Would like to have seen him back this year because he's not going to get drafted, but he could have helped Arkansas. But this year, it just feels like, I don't know, a lot of hoping. It'd be nice to see them get a veteran edge guy out of the portal in addition to what they have right now. But yeah, just a few holes. There's a lack of depth. I think when you look at the starting group on defense, you're like, okay, that's not a bad starting group. But as we know, you're only as good as your 2 deep, and when somebody goes down, then you're only as good as your 3 deep at a certain position. So there's no reason in this day and age with the revenue sharing model that's out there now and the transfer portal that you shouldn't be able to go stack your team up where you feel pretty confident that you have veterans and backup veterans at every position.
You know, coaches go into spring ball with a good idea of, you know, who the main guy is going to be at some specific positions. Mm-hmm. Who do you think right now is the biggest question marks? They really don't know when it comes, you know, week 1 starting lineup of like, this is what they're trying to figure out right now in spring ball.
I think they still have, there's a few. I think they still have some questions of the orientation, I guess, at safety and nickel, who goes where exactly with Caleb Wooden, Miguel Mitchell, Quintavious Scandrett, Larry Worth. I think they have 4 guys for those 3 spots that you would feel pretty good about. Again, that's not quite enough depth. Another spot I would like to see them is at a safety, another veteran safety, another veteran linebacker probably. But I think it's a lot of who goes where there. It feels like they're really pushing Selman Bridges at one of the cornerback spots. He was such a highly regarded recruit. He does have he's tall. He's got a lot of potential. But who are your corners? Who's your top 4 corners? Because you've got a couple of new guys, Kenai Walker out of Oklahoma, Jordan Young, who I mentioned a minute ago, out of Cincinnati, who played a lot of football. And then they're trying to bring Bridges on. You know, Jaheim Singletary is this the year. This is the guy, the former 5-star recruit at Georgia, who just, it seems like they put him in a lot of positions to win the starting job the last couple of years, and he always kind of falls back to the pack. So is this the year that maybe he, emerges? So I think there's some questions all throughout the secondary about who goes where. Not so much with the safeties and nickels, because I think, again, they've got 4 for 3 spots, but, exactly where you would put all those guys. Linebacker's pretty well settled. I feel like when, the defensive line, well, we got to see, when, obviously Cam Ball's going to start. I think Quincy Rhodes will start. I think the other side is a little bit more up for grabs. Justice Boone, Charlie Collins. They'd love to see Charlie Collins, another guy that was, I think, the number 65 ranked prospect in the country last year, who I think needs to add a little bit more size. But, that's a guy that you recruit to be a stud for you by year 2. So can he take over that spot? Will it be Justice Boone? So a lot of questions, DJ, really, to answer your question. Answer your question with a lot of questions, basically. But on the offensive line, I think it's pretty well settled at 4 spots. They have not inserted Shaq McCroy necessarily at the starting right tackle. I think that's coming, and then I think you're looking at a battle between Marion Harris probably moving inside, Keyshawn Blackstock, and
Brenham.
Kobe Branham when he gets back healthy. Now, he's going to be out until probably the start of fall camp. That could set him back with a pectoral. But I think they're pretty well settled everywhere else. And then wide receiver, who's going to be that 50-50 guy that, who's going to be the guy that can, take the top off. I think that's one of the biggest questions for the biggest question for the offense would be, who is that receiver that makes a play when, the defense, there's great coverage. Who is that guy? I think they've got some guys that can get open and catch the ball, like Ismail Cisse and Cisse, how you say it, Cisse. Ismail Cisse and Raylan Sharp and Kenneth Shanks, smaller receivers, more, guys that are reliable, but, who's going to be the guy that gets the 50-50 ball? I think that's still something that remains to be answered. And they just offered a guy out of the transfer portal, a grad transfer just recently entered, So they have different rules when they can enter. But this is a great name, and I don't know why more people haven't used it, but his name is Karate Benson. Karate.
Sweep the
So
leg.
that's a great one. Yeah, Karate. He's out of Tennessee State, and was pretty prolific there. But, to me, they brought in 5 guys out of the transfer portal at wide receiver, and they're still looking for guys.
He's a receiver?
That tells me something. Yeah, he's a receiver.
Does he like the chop block? Oh! I'll be here all week.
Zing, show yourself out.
All right, Trey, we got to run. Thanks for the time, buddy. Appreciate you, and thanks so much to our friends at Tower Town Point S down in Benton, and we'll talk next week. I want to talk about the GM. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the story about Andrew Luck, but he apparently fired the football coach. I didn't know that was under the GM's perusal, but we need to talk about the Arkansas GM and how he's settling in and how that's all going, or from your understanding. So you got a week to figure all that out, and we'll talk next week.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, appreciate it.
10:30 on Monday. Bye, guys.
We will be back on Monday, yes. And the tie line will work, Trey, I think.
Awesome.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, bud. All right, we're back in a second. 11:49. Eli Cranor coming up.
Condition, looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration,
Roger Scott for Gravely Mowers. You know, when it comes to beautiful lawns, nothing cuts like a Gravely. When it comes to cutting prices, there's nothing like Gravely's biggest sale of the year, Mow the Distance. And this year, it's even bigger than ever. Because on March 17th through April 19th, you can save thousands of dollars with 0% interest over 48 months on all models. So hurry on down now to your local authorized Gravely dealer like Chapel Hardware in Pine Bluff or Triple C Sales and Service in Conway.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring. Are you needing new flooring or a custom shower today, but need time to pay for it? Come see my friends at River City Flooring in Maumelle and get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring or bathroom remodel. They carry the largest selection of waterproof flooring, carpet, tile, hardwood, and granite countertops. Come in for the huge spring sale. Get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring, 0% financing. Sale ends soon, so don't wait.
What drives you? Family moments, new adventures, or just the love of the open road? Whatever it is, Gwatney Chevrolet is here to help you get there. For generations, we've been more than a dealership. We've been part of life's milestones, big and small. With a team that puts you first and a car buying experience that's easy and stress-free, we're here to find the perfect vehicle for what drives you. Visit us in Jacksonville or online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Join members of Birch Tree Communities for the 19th Annual Expressions Art Show on Thursday, April 10th at the Hall in Little Rock. The exhibit and sale begins at 5:30 p.m. and includes live entertainment, food, drinks, and a live auction of premier artworks. All proceeds from the art sales go back to the artist. Tickets are only $25 and available at littlerockhall.com. The Birch Tree Communities Expressions Art Show, Thursday, April 10th, 5:30 p.m. at the Hall.
You're in the zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with Justin Acri and DJ Williams.
I'm up until the coffee, downwind from the paper mill. I'm out here spitting on the sidewalk, taking in.
I just saw the most interesting scenario posed by somebody on, I don't know if it's on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. I was scrolling through there, but I look at reels all the time. This guy just asked a really interesting question. Do you think you could win the Masters if everybody's playing the course normal? You get to start on the green every time. But you have to start at the you have to start on the green from the furthest point away from the hole on the fringe of the green. Do you think you could win the Masters?
No.
I don't either.
Yes. Well, I don't even play golf, so I have no chance.
I do, and I don't think I could win.
Yes, you could.
No.
You can.
I would six-putt a lot of greens.
No, you
would. You would. You for sure would. Because they're slick as snot.
The snot? I mean, I don't know what it's like on the green there. It's not like golf courses we play on, right?
Huge undulations. I mean,
undulation? What does that mean?
Like, like
slopes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That helps.
Yeah. Why don't you say slopes?
I don't know. It does. Huge slopes.
I'm going to start calling you Milchek.
Anyway.
Whenever you start watching Severance, you'll get it.
Anyway, the point is, I don't think I can do it. I really don't. I am not confident that I could do it. I really am not. But
well, I mean, the professionals are going to hit it in like, on average, 3 or 4 or 5.
Well, in
depending
2.
on what it is.
On a par 4, they're going to hit it in 2, and in par 3, they're going to hit it in 1. And so they're lying 1, and I'm lying 0.
Just tap it in.
Do I think I can out-putt them from the way far away on the green, and they're like 20 feet? No, I don't.
But you could essentially pick up birdies all day.
I mean,
theoretically,
if you're good at putting.
On a par 5, you would like to think that,
at least a birdie.
You could 4-putt and get a birdie.
Yeah.
You'd like to think that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's just say you get that, and that's okay, so you're 4 under. And then you're going to, 4-putt a bunch of 3-par 3s.
You may sink one.
You may not.
Yeah.
You may put it into the water.
Oh, no.
Anyway, let's get Eli in here, and we'll talk about a book. Eli, how long have we been doing this segment? How long have you been coming on the show?
Man, it's got to be over a year now, right? I think maybe this summer will be 2 years, because I remember the very first one we ever did, I was down in Pensacola, I did the Jimmy Buffett book. So I feel like it's been longer than a year that would be this summer.
Of all the books you presented to us over that time, there may have been one that I had read prior.
No, there's been 0. I've kept count.
I have not read any of the books prior to him coming on the show.
And I've tried so hard. I've done, football books, not even novels, not biographies. We did Swing Your Sword, the Mike Leach. We did all these ones. And there was never.
The problem is you haven't done the Hungry Caterpillar.
But today,
Today,
that streak comes to an end, and this is no April Fool's joke. Finally, Eli presented a book to us to talk about that I have actually read, because you were thinking sports. You were thinking literature from like Shakespeare and some
War and Peace.
Great writings from over the years, the classics. You try to play the sports angle, but no, you were going all wrong the whole time. You should have been thinking about books about booze the whole time, you silly goose. And finally, we got one. And it's a good one.
Got one. Bourbon. And it's called Pappyland, a story of family, fine bourbon, and things that last. And it's by Wright Thompson.
Which
Are
is
y'all familiar with Wright Thompson?
Very much so. He's done a lot of pieces for ESPN over the years.
We had him on the show one time.
When Pappyland came out. Yes. Actually, Christian. And then I read the book.
Yeah, man. Well, so it's kind of serendipitous the way this book came around to me. Is John T. Edge, the guy? John T. Edge works with Wright Thompson, and John T. Edge, they do the True South show on SEC Network.
Yep.
So I think Wright is like the executive producer and John's the host. Anyway, John T. was kind enough to blurb Mississippi Blue 42 recently. And so it got me kind of falling down that whole wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into this Pappyland thing. And then right off the bat, this is in the bit here, is the old grandfather's mission statement. So those of you familiar with Pappy, it's the mystical bourbon. But this is the mission statement. I thought this was so interesting. It kind of sets up the whole thing. Grandpa's mission statement is, we make fine bourbon at a profit if we can, at a loss if we must, but always fine bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big turn in the book, we get the fact that after the company kind of goes under, they find these barrels that have survived. What did you think? Do you remember much about it?
No, I don't, but I remember it being very compelling, and Wright is a really good writer, no pun intended. And also it's a compelling story about how you sort of rise to fame with something that is somewhat unique, but also very common,
Yeah, totally. And that was the thing for me. I mean, he does a lot of it gets kind of introspective into Wright Thompson's life as well. He's riding along on this journey as they're kind of trying to resurrect this whole thing, but also adhere to that mission statement, that above all else, above profit margins, above anything else we're going to do. Right? And that really spoke to me as a person, who is publishing any art. Really, it lives in the world of art and commerce. So you get caught in this world of self-promotion, and I think anybody can feel this in their job, with quality over quantity or whatever it may be. And we all know how the story, ends up for Pappy's there, at least I the reason I knew it, I actually did. A buddy of mine, when I won the Edgar and I came back home, he was waiting in my driveway, and he had a bottle of Pappy's that he poured me, like a little less than a finger, of it. And so I got to taste some. But before that, I had a buddy
who's a lawyer in Dallas, and he was doing all these wild things. I don't know if y'all have heard of them, where like you can raffle to go and be at a liquor store, and like almost like a
they do allocation sales, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Trey. So that was what I really learned about the back rooms of stores where they've got away.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we're out of time, but I do want to say it's one of those things. Again, even if you're not into bourbon, it's a great read because it's really about people, and that's what all great stories are about. So
that's it. Yeah. For sure.
Mississippi Blue 42 also available for pre-order, so jump on that. And we got to run, but I will talk to you soon. And thank you for coming on, my friend. Appreciate the heads up.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we finally connected on one we both read. Look at us.
We got one.
Is the number one Arkansas dealer. More inventory than anyone in Arkansas. Been in business for over 39 years. At Hawks, we offer custom-built, manufactured, and modular homes. 1 to 5 bedroom homes that can be built to accommodate all your needs. We also build lake houses, hunting clubs, offices, church, and classrooms. For more information, go to hawkshomes.net, located in Conway and Bryant.
It's Justin Acri for CertaPro Painters, and CertaPro knows how important your home is to you. That's why they're focused on helping you bring fresh color to your home. You can trust CertaPro Painters to get the job done right, even in those hard-to-reach places. Free estimates, reliable communication, professional painting, all at the right price. And each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
Why so serious? Sports talk and entertainment. Let's put a smile on that face. 103.7 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Members of a worker-led group advocating for the rights of meatpacking employees protest outside Tyson Foods in northwest Arkansas. Then Ceramos wanted to show support for immigrants in the local workforce and push for better treatment on the job. In December, Tyson, along with 8 other poultry companies, settled in the country's second largest labor antitrust class action suit ever. Tyson released a statement about the protest saying, in part, quote, "We take the concerns of our workforce seriously and have established multiple channels to report misconduct and provide feedback, both directly and anonymously." Crews continue to search the Arkansas River after witnesses reported a possible drowning over the weekend when a boat got loose from its moorings near Little Rock's Murray Park. Investigators say 2 people swam in to try to get it, but we're told witnesses only saw one of them get out of the water. Pulaski County deputies, along with Little Rock police and firefighters, are still looking for that possible missing person. This is Sincere Tonsel from KRK4 Today for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It'll warm up to 76 degrees today, mostly sunny and a southeast wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour. So a little breezy today. Tonight, windy, a south wind 15 to 25 with a 30% chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm, a low of 67. Tomorrow into the 80s with severe thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Spring is here. It won't be long before you're planning a road trip. Get to Point S, Arkansas to get your car ready for it. Off-road tires for your pickup, ATV tires for your side-by-side, tires for your car to get your family around safely, Kumo, Toyo, Falcon, Blackhawk, Fortune, and more. And their Promise Plus road hazard protection to give you peace of mind. Stop by any Point S, Arkansas store, Bartlett Tire in Heber Springs, Tire Town in Benton, R&D Tire in Conway, and Fleet Tire in Pottsville or Russellville. Online at pointstire.com.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville is having their annual sale April 5th through the 11th. 50% off in-stock patio furniture, 20% off pool chemicals, pool toys, floats, hot tub accessories, in-stock ledge lounger furniture, PK grills, and special Fisco furniture orders. Special pricing on in-stock hot tubs and get 0% interest for 36 months on hot tubs the week of the sale only. Luxury Pool and Spa is also giving away a Fantasy Entice hot tub along with Pentair pool products during the sale. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Legal problems? Hire Lion Legal. Don't mistake reasonableness for weakness. Lion Legal, tougher than a rhino's hide. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
O'Reilly! Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Yep, that's the sounds of all my friends and another great deck party of mine. And what do you not hear? That's right, no mosquitoes. That's because Sanders Ground Essential provides me with a monthly mosquito barrier spray. Call them at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our Spring into Savings event. The first 50 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is looking to evaluate our exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including a revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall system. That's right, you'll be compensated for your time just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. The first 50 homeowners to call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 50% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 0% interest financing options, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
And Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? We all know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. We learn to live, we learn to give each other what we need to survive. Together alive, Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side.
All right, final hour. Yeah. Trying to multitask. Anyway, if you want to join us today, we haven't really had any calls. 501-661-1037, D3 Auto Sales text line. Same number, 501-661-1037. And you can, of course, always hit us up on our live fan feedback, brought to you by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Tonight, Razorback Baseball. You excited about it? I know you are. I know I am. I think you should be.
Dickey Stevens Park, DJ.
Get there early. Stay late.
You know, we talked about the Coastal Carolina giving out free glizzies and stuff.
I think it's an April Fool's joke.
No, they posted it yesterday. They would have been ahead of the curve on that one.
Well, they might have been ahead of the curve, but that doesn't mean it's not legitimately
That's
Bologna.
Kind of a very ill-spirited joke. From
that's
the
a bad
fans. That'd be awful.
Is it? I don't know. You guys really need freebies that bad?
Actually, they did history
like
on
'em.
April Fool's.
I do too. I mean, I don't mind them. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to go to Coastal Carolina, so I don't care.
Right. Me neither.
You know some iconic April Fool's jokes that actually hit well?
Talk to me, Goose.
2009, BMW ran an ad promoting its new magnetic tow technology. The invention enabled drivers to turn off their engine and get a free ride by locking onto the car ahead of them via a magnetic beam. People bought it. These are all these are ones that people actually believed. And there's emails that came in. The big one in 1980. The BBC announced that Big Ben, London's historic clock tower, is going to undergo a facelift and become a digital clock to keep up with the times better.
I like that.
Enraged callers flooded the station with complaints. This is one you'd probably fall for. 1987, after reading that the government was planning to distribute 10,000 liters of wine that was confiscated. Am I saying that right?
Confiscated.
Yes, by smugglers. Hundreds of citizens showed up with empty bottles and buckets ready to be a part of the distribution. I'd be there.
You would?
If Pappy Van Winkle had like a little thing, handing out bourbon, I'd try to get some.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
I can get you a book about it. That's about all I can tell you. Susan's coming up.
Right now?
Yeah.
I saw her this weekend.
She'll be here I saw her too. I saw Cliff also. Speak of the devil. Hello, devil.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right, entertainment quickly, then we're going to get to Susan. Susan is here. You can weigh in early. We'll play your open in a second. But hi, good to see you.
Hello.
Glad you survived Derby weekend.
My goodness.
What a crazy weekend.
Yeah, did we ever get official numbers on the...
Yes, I said it yesterday. It was 65 and change. I can't remember exactly.
I thought it was more than that. But
it seemed like the biggest Derby I've ever been to.
I know. I say that every year, but I mean, honestly, it really did.
It was 5,000 more than last year.
Yeah.
So it was a lot more.
Yeah, no. I was excited.
Yeah, it was great.
Good day.
You were a big part of it, I'm sure. How was, I bet Pops was just nuts.
Pops was slammed. It always is. When we got done with the show, it was just drinks all over the dance floor. I was like, yeah.
The party.
Yeah, I guess it's not. Well, yeah, it was awesome. We have a ton of fun getting to do that show every year. So.
All right, let's get into this. I've never seen Kenny Chesney in concert, but I think I would like to. He's just kind of fun party music, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Party music?
Yeah, like kind of beach party.
Yeah, he lives down in the Bahamas and or the Caribbean. I can't remember exactly.
He's like modern day Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, he's got a cool vibe.
I mean, I'm sure there's people who don't like it.
Can't you just feel like being on a boat on this
drinking
song?
boat drinks?
I can't get jiggy with this.
It's not about getting jiggy. It's about relaxing.
You said party song.
Well, I mean, partying with cocktails.
Lake party.
Not like a rager.
Yeah.
On a tube in the lake.
Okay. I think he has other ones. Oh, I wasn't thinking that either.
Okay, partying for 50-year-olds.
This right here?
No,
see them moving around a little bit, huh?
No problem.
It's just like...
That does sound nice, though.
I can feel my toes in the sand right now. Just like, just grinding my feet into that sand and drinking a cold beverage and looking out on the ocean.
How many songs like that are there? That reminds me of Zach Brown's Toes.
Toes.
Yeah, that's Zach Brown.
What the song
Is it the same song?
Yeah. Anyway, Kenny Chesney, June Carter Cash, and Tony Brown have been invited to join the Country Music Hall of Fame. I didn't know they invited you. I just thought you were like, you're in. They're like, great. They invite you? It's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, they invite. I guess you got to, take them up on it.
Has there ever been anyone who turned something like that down?
Well, I saw the other day, Willie Nelson was a member of the Opry and then, years later wasn't. So I don't know. Ooh. I need to look into some of this. Sometimes you can get kicked out, I guess.
I didn't know who Tony Brown was, but it says it right here. He's a Nashville producer who has supervised best-selling songs by Reba, George Strait, and many others. Anyway, they'll be formally inducted during a ceremony in the fall. Chesney told the crowd Tuesday at a celebration that if someone had said he'd be one day inducted in the same Hall of Fame class as the late June Carter Cash, he would have called it unbelievable. He has 16 platinum albums, and more than 50 top 10s. He's done all right for himself, I'm guessing.
Yep.
What's this place like in the Bahamas, you think? Pretty trashy?
I saw him.
2-bedroom hovel?
Yeah, terrible.
Cardboard box?
Yeah. Chickens in the yard.
Oh, you know that's right. He might, actually, but only because he wants to, not because he needs the eggs. On a completely different spectrum, DJ, what are your feelings on Carlos Santana?
I get down with the Carlos Santana, especially that song he has with
Smooth, Rob Thomas.
Does he have one with Justin Timberlake? Am I making that up? What am I thinking about?
He did the one with Kelly Clarkson too. That's pretty good.
And then The Way of Love with like Vanessa Carlton or something.
Yes. Anyway, he wants to work with somebody he hasn't worked with. Her name is Taylor Swift. Who doesn't?
He really does.
He said he wants to do an anthem with her, and he already has 3 songs picked out for them. Bob Marley's No Woman, No Cry, Bob Dylan's Just Like a Woman, and Carole King's Natural Woman. He says the album would celebrate the female side of God. I thought God was a woman anyway. I think that for many, many centuries, women have gotten a bum rap from the male gaze, he says. I got to get together with my sister and take the female queen goddess to a whole other level of deep appreciation and validation.
Wow.
What a hip take.
Well, it didn't her current boyfriend tell her over radio airwaves that he wanted to meet her, and that's how she got with him, so maybe...
Jason Kelsey? Yeah, maybe so. Listen, I'd love to see Santana. Did I say Jason Kelsey? His wife wouldn't like that.
It's weird over there. Easy.
Sorry. Listen, I'm going to misspeak occasionally. This just in. How about Santana and Morgan Wallen? For those who did not watch Saturday Night Live on Saturday night, he was on there as the musical guest along with Mikey Madison, who just won an Academy Award. And at the end, during the credits, when everybody usually stands around awkwardly on stage and chit-chats, he just rolled up out of there as soon as they got done.
I saw this was all over my feed.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, what do you think about it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw. He says they said that he's welcome back anytime there's no bad blood. He apparently had been on the set since Thursday, and he knew all the jokes that were in the show, including the weekend update. Say he even watched the entire dress rehearsal, so apparently he was into it. And it says he left the same way he came in for rehearsals, thinking that was the move. So he's just like, okay, show's over, bye.
Everybody's partying behind him, and he's like, but then
that wasn't a party though. They're just chit chatting. The party is off stage.
But then he posted took a picture of his jet and put it on his Instagram feed that says, "Get me back to God's country." So they tried to put this story together that he was like,
he hated it there.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Apparently he was really into it, and he's welcome back anytime. Apparently. Hershey's Kisses. You know, we talked about how baseball hasn't had a lot of new tricks. You know, it's kind of a traditional old school sport. They've got these new bats, the torpedo bats.
Yeah.
Well, Hershey's Kisses are not resting on their laurels either. They've got a new offering that they're calling candy for breakfast. Hershey Kisses Cinnamon Toast Crunch candy. Creamy and crispy flavors all come together in the iconic kiss shape. They come in 9-ounce bags in case you want to get some.
I can't wait.
I would smash those. DJ, thoughts?
I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I would like that.
I'd break my keto diet just to try it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, then it takes about a couple days to get back into it. So.
Cinnamon and chocolate together. It's an interesting combination. That seems like to me like Mexican chocolate. You know, that's sort of a unique taste. They like to do some spicy in their chocolate too.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
So it's like we have jalapeno chocolate in the Caribbean. We found these jalapeno.
Same kind of concept.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this, Christian? I think this is right up your alley.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I found somebody who declined a invite to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
I don't think that's happened just once, but who'd you got? Who you got?
Dolly Parton.
Did she really?
She says, I don't feel like I've earned that right. I really don't want the votes to be split because of me, so I must respectfully
ended up going.
bow out.
Did
I
she?
think she still got it, though.
Then she went back later?
Yeah, she just initially said she doesn't think she
That was like when Bob Dylan didn't go get his Nobel Prize for Literature, but eventually they gave it to him anyway.
Well, I think this is the reason she released the rock and roll record, the rock record.
She felt like she had to earn it?
Yeah.
Well, she
Friend
shouldn't
of
have.
mine recorded on that.
It sucked.
Oh, was it bad?
It was terrible.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, your friend played great. But
Wait,
the song,
he did B3.
It was bad. It was bad, man.
It was an interesting mix of...
Dolly's an icon. I love her. She's an American treasure, but dude, that was a bridge too far.
Yeah.
This was Celtic Shack. We're like,
They didn't just give her the nod because she was Dolly? They didn't give her the Beyonce treatment?
I can't say I didn't like it because I love Dolly to the soul. I
do too. I think she's amazing.
But I will say it was hard to make it work. I would say it did feel like...
I won't turn a
She
blind
just doesn't
eye.
sound.
I will not turn a blind eye to crimes against humanity, and I will not turn a blind ear to horrific music.
Don't do it, Justin. Not on your watch.
I can't.
No.
We gave it a chance. Christian, we played a couple different songs from her.
Yeah, it was bad.
Did you like Beyonce's country album?
I did like some of her songs on it. Did I think the whole thing was country? It was hard to say the whole album was
Album
country.
of the year?
I think the difference is Beyonce can still sing.
Oh, okay. Easy.
Ooh, somebody, what?
Dolly didn't sound like Prime Dolly anymore.
No.
Oh, well, because she's aged, but you know.
I just saw 83-year-old Bob Dylan. He sounded fantastic.
Well, Bob
thing
Dylan.
is, he can
To
never
say
sing.
Bob Dylan sounded fantastic,
He sounds the same as he did 60 years
that's
ago.
my point, relatively speaking. I would say his voice is definitely,
He sounded strong, though. I was surprised.
Yeah, that's good.
It was much
Good.
better than I expected.
Yeah, Dolly, you can tell. Also, Willy, bless him, bless his heart.
Is he still
Willy.
getting after it?
He is. He's having a hard time breathing, and it's just
That's hard.
Yeah, these are treasures,
What's Mariah's excuse?
Mariah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a post about something she did the other day. It was a little
What'd she
hard
do? She out of breath?
Maybe.
You know who else having a hard time breathing?
Who?
Gene Hackman.
Oh, God. You're awful.
He's in the news today. I can't believe you said that, DJ. That's terrible. Body cam footage apparently exists of police finding the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy. Or Bessie? Is that her name? What's her name?
Yeah.
Anyway, back in February, pictures were also taken. They're like, ooh, look at this.
Oh, gosh.
So weird. Betsy. I don't remember ever her being
What about the
named
dog, too? Something.
And the dog, and your little dog too. That's right, Wicked Witch. Yoshi Feaster is not one of the people who want that material released. She is the mother-in-law of Gene Hackman. Yes, he was 95, and his mother-in-law has some say-so on whether or not these pictures and videos get
His
out.
mother-in-law is probably.
She's
80
91.
Oh, okay.
91. Remember, her daughter was only 65.
Yeah.
Well, what happened, though?
Well, they had body cam from the cops walking in on finding the scene and
Right.
they took pictures of the scene because
Okay.
they thought it might be a criminal situation.
Right,
at
right.
that
He
point.
had
But did
Alzheimer's and another disease, and she died from some type of syndrome.
No, she
No,
died
it's
from that
hantavirus.
Yeah.
hantavirus. Yeah.
Hantavirus.
But they died the same time from different things?
She died early. We think he just he had Alzheimer's. I think he just forgot to eat, drink, or anything else.
No.
And
I got it.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So she apparently died a week before he did. Anyway, the point is she does not want the videos or the pictures out, but they are going to release some more information, I guess, about it. But
we don't need to see that.
no one needs to see that.
Nobody.
No, I don't want to see that. Anyway, all due respect, I love me some Gene Hackman. All right, let's do birthdays. Christian, what do you want to give away today?
Brewskis?
I love brewskis. Let's do it.
Birthday trivia in the zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
All right, really interesting day in history. None of these are April Fool's jokes either. On this day in 1936, Lucky Luciano got arrested here in Arkansas on a criminal warrant from New York. I assume in Hot Springs, where all the gangsters used to
Sure,
kick it?
it has to be.
I've never heard this story, though. I did not know he got arrested here. That's pretty wild.
That is wild.
On this day in 1967, the United States Department of Transportation began operation. I don't know who was taking care of the potholes before, but... And on this day in 1976, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs, maybe you've heard of them.
Apple.
Founded it in Jobs' parents' house in Cupertino, California.
What year?
In the garage.
1976.
Wow.
The first dude, Steve Wozniak, he got hosed a little bit.
He did.
Yeah.
And on this day in 2017, Bob Dylan received his Nobel Prize for Literature at a private ceremony in Stockholm. Ta-da! It all came back around.
Who got the bigger hose? Steve Wozniak or the dude who helped fund... my bad. That came out wrong.
Ron, what? Anyway.
or the buddy that helped finance Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg's the guy that they were in college
Now,
together.
I don't know how accurate the social network was, but if
Wozniak.
it's somewhere...
I think, what's
Did
his
you say
name?
Wozniak?
Maybe.
Okay.
I feel like MySpace dude should have, held on to something. Poor guy. He was the OG, right?
Does anybody want to win free brewskis at 501-661-1037?
Ooh.
Is this show actually going out on the air?
It's Tom.
Check.
Their phone lines aren't working.
Mike, check.
Hello? We had a phone line earlier. We had a call.
Oh, yeah.
I could give the hotline number out. I know that works.
Oh, we got one.
Just kidding. It's free brewskis, everybody. Come get you some. We ain't got all day. 501-661-1037. We have a guest at the bottom of the hour, too. Pam Smith's coming up.
Yep.
Who?
Pam Smith. We're going to talk about Jazz in the Park.
Oh, yes.
It's back tomorrow.
I know, right?
Got to pray for some decent weather,
That's
but
right.
it's scary this weekend. Yeah, we could have a lot of things impacted this weekend. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know how much is supposed to what kind of deluge they're predicting in Hot Springs, but I would think that there might be a possibility of storms affect the racing this week. Certainly in Fayetteville, I'm anticipating some impact on the baseball games, but we'll see. Hopefully it clears up faster than we expect. Michael, I'm going to put you with DJ. Brett, you're with Christian. Lucky you. And line 4 is with Susan, and that person's name is Rick. All right, Rick, here we go. You ready? This guy is a YouTuber and boxer.
Jake Paul. The other Paul. Jake.
Jake.
What's his brother's name? I'm so glad he's not in there.
Christian just stepped out.
Jake. Logan Paul.
That's right.
Logan.
Work your way
Are
through.
you watching their documentary show thing?
No.
What's it called? Paul
American? I don't know, something like that.
Paul American?
Something like that.
He shared a video of a dead person.
He did.
In the woods.
Like Algashi Forest or whatever.
Yeah.
Who died?
Some person
It's
committed
that suicide
suicide.
forest in Japan where they killed themselves.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
And he streamed it, or
Idiots.
whatever they did.
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Not a smart thing. Yeah, like 2016.
How old is Logan Paul?
Logan Paul is 36.
No.
34.
No.
32.
30.
Wow.
This guy is a former NBA guard, played at St. John's.
Pat Beverly.
And became an analyst.
Mark Jackson.
That's right. How old's Mark Jackson?
Mark Jackson is... Mama, that man is 56.
53.
57.
60.
Wow.
This guy's an actor, but better known as a
Brad Pitt
contributor on Saturday Night Live.
Keenan Kel.
Adam Sandler.
He's currently on there.
Keenan Thompson.
No. I don't think you guys will get
Bill
this.
Hader.
He played Jimmy on Scrubs as well, if that helps at all.
Oh.
Is he white or black?
White.
It's not Zach Braff.
Nope.
And he's currently on SNL?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Oh.
Nah.
Taron Killam?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
What's he look like?
He's 43. He's white.
I think we've had him on the show before.
Looks like every other white guy. And last but not least, these guys are brothers. They are
brothers.
They were professional athletes. One still is. The other one is now not playing professionally.
Shannon Sharp.
Kelsey.
They are basketball players. They are
Paul Gasol.
One finished his career in Milwaukee. The other one's currently playing in Milwaukee.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Brooke or Robin Lopez.
The Lopez boys are celebrating their birthday today. And this is like a Houston basketball game. It's going to be a low-scoring affair because there aren't many birthdays. All right, who's up? DJ, how old is Brooke Lopez and Robin Lopez? And an extra bonus point if you can tell me which one's older. Just kidding, I have no idea.
Could be by minutes. Brooke Lopez is...
What about
both of them?
The Lopez brothers.
The Lopez brothers they're done, right?
One is, one's not. Brooke's still playing. Also, I will tell you this, too, as the jab. This is completely inside baseball. But when we get our little list on one of our prep services, it like highlights bigger named athletes. And so there were only like 3 people highlighted today. And Brooke was highlighted and Robin was. And I was like, that's so mean.
He's the all-time leading scorer in Nets history.
There you go. Anyway, how old is Brooke Lopez?
42.
And Robin? No.
37.
Yes.
Wow.
Bingo bango. That's
I thought
it.
he and LeBron played at the same time.
They did.
He was younger.
LeBron's still playing.
Yeah. I thought that was LeBron's rookie year.
No, Brooke went to college.
Okay.
It was probably like 07.
Okay.
He came out.
So he's my age.
Keys to the Weekend with Susan Erwin Prowse is brought to you by Willy D's. Established in 2003, Willy D's has grown into the premier nightlife venue in the Little Rock River Market. Willy D's. Come and get your Willy on.
All right, Susan, let's dive in. We had a lot of fun last weekend, but you know what? There's a whole new weekend coming up to have fun, and looks like we're going to need to be inside a lot of places. So
I know. We're going to hope that it doesn't really flood, but it might a little bit this week. So, Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar. We are in the River Market every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And obviously, you can stay dry and come see us those nights. Piano Bar, we're bringing in new piano players each week, mostly. And so we've got a great lineup this week. We've got our Deep Ultra Lounge downstairs karaoke every Tuesday. So tonight you can go sing some karaoke. And then DJ G-Force and Ronald Daniel this weekend downstairs spinning in Deep Nightclub every Friday and Saturday. Barkus on Main. Have y'all been talking about this? Barkus on Main. So Sunday, it's a Mardi Gras themed dog parade. Starts at 12 o'clock over there in the Main Street area, and they have live music over there as well. But it's a lot of fun every year. So that's Sunday from 12 to 5. Jazz in the Park here in Little Rock is going on Wednesday over there under the pavilion. The Rev Room is got Noeline Hoffman on Thursday night. It's a country artist. Friday, Road to Crystal Mountain, like an electronic dance kind of festival thing going on Friday at the Rev Room. So head to the Rev Room, then come over to Willy D's after. Stickies in the River Market. We've got live music Thursday to Sunday. A lot of Jetway Junior Jammers, the Jetway Performance Group, will be over there playing a lot this weekend. The Hall has the Emo Night Tour on Saturday.
Yes.
Have you been to those over there?
No. I can get down with a little emo night,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
I need to go. I need to know more about emo, to be honest.
I could, but you don't.
Like some Green Day type stuff? Is that emo?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. What are we talking about?
Well,
like My Chemical Romance.
We wearing like leather and stuff and chains and stuff.
I think that's an S&M party. I don't know that we're talking about that.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about dog collars and stuff, weirdo. What kind of weird stuff are you into, buddy?
I mean, there might be one left to sit over there. JJ's Little Rock has got lineup every Monday through Friday, Saturday. They've got lineup up there. Hibernia Irish Tavern, they've got a blues jam on the first Wednesday of every month. So the Wednesday night jam, Cliff and I went last month, and that's a good place to check out some great music. River Bottom Winery, y'all saw our show there. We're there on Sunday, so we will be back on Sunday. And
the deck is covered, I'd like to point out.
The deck is covered. Is it going to rain on Sunday? How long is the rain head?
Forever.
It's going to rain forever?
Forever.
Okay. Well,
we may be at a river bottom before the whole weekend's out, the way things are going,
you have to
unfortunately.
take the river to get to the river bottom.
Yes.
Of course, I'm sure y'all have been talking about this over in North Little Rock, Simmons Bank Arena, Tyler Childers. Big fan of Tyler Childers. Sunday.
Going.
Tyler, you are?
Can't wait.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
Four Quarter Bar over there in North Little Rock, Mayday by Midnight's their Friday, and Moonshroom on Saturday. Just shout out to Brewski's North. They've got karaoke on Friday, Saturdays. I don't know if you go over and want to sing some karaoke, but Brewski's North's got it. Oaklawn and Hot Springs. Of course, Cliff and I are there every Friday and Saturday from 4 to 8. Sensory 2 is there, the late night band. They've got Dawkin on Saturday in the event center.
This week?
That is April 5th, Saturday. Dawkin. I wanted to give a little love to the Blitz Pig over in Hot Springs. Jocko's there on Thursday. Steve Malik Band on Friday. Mr. Lucky Saturday. And OBG. Washita Bar and Grill. I know you were hanging out there. Did you go over there during?
I went after the races, late after dinner.
Yeah, they're starting to put some music out there on their stage. And Brian
I've seen
Ramsey
Jocko there, speaking of Jocko.
Yeah, Washita Bar and Grill. Y'all check it out. We'll be over there in May some. Conway, Rock City Jukebox at King's Live on Friday. Deshaun, Washington on Saturday. Some
great.
What's going on there?
Are you talking about King's Live?
No, I thought you said Deshaun Watson. Go ahead.
Washington.
Okay.
Different Deshaun.
Yeah.
JJ's Conway, TC's, Bears Den, The Rogue Roundabout, TJI Fridays, Mally's Entertainment, Taylor's Made, all great venues in Conway, so check them out. Hot Tales and Cocktails up in Cabot has a Bayou Fest with Tina Cossey, Whiskey Halo, Blackwater Bayou, and John Morgan Edwards. They're doing a thing on Saturday. And Creed Fisher is all over the state. He's in El Dorado on Friday. He's in Malvern on Wednesday. And he's in Fort Smith at Temple Live on Thursday. So he's a good artist. And so anyway, that kind of concludes my calendar for the week. Lots of music across the state, 40 cities, 100 venues. I'd be here all day if I told you all of the things. Entertainersguide.com is where you can find all of this each week. And find the city near you and come check out some live music.
That sounds amazing.
There's a lot going on. And, I hate that the weather's kind of going to turn weird this week, but lots of indoor options. But there are a lot of outdoor fun festivals coming up as the spring is on us, and hopefully, fingers crossed for good weather for all those outdoor events so we can enjoy the weather this time of year.
Absolutely. We'll get the stupid rain through and we'll move on about our business. So, it's going to mess some things up this week for sure. 12:32, we're going to hit a break. When we come back, we will visit with Pam Smith about Jazz in the Park. It's coming to the River Market starting tomorrow. Hopefully the weather comes in a little later or isn't as severe as maybe we are. But they've got the good news is there are 5 weeks of it because there are 5 Wednesdays in April.
Yes.
So we got very fortunate with that. But we'll talk to her about that coming up. DJ, we're going to take a little docking into the break. Now, when you're driving to Hot Springs to go see Docking this weekend, obviously we want you locked in.
Got to be locked in on the road, not your phone. Another message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police. And FYI, they are out and about. I had a little warning the other day.
Uh-oh. Boop, boop, boop.
You were distracted.
Oh, no.
You were locked in.
I was locked in. I saw him from a mile away.
Locked in at 85.
It was one of those, like, did he see me? Oh, he saw me.
Was it one of those they were like, oh, it's DJ? Come on, man.
No.
They didn't know who you were?
He wasn't happy.
Oh.
You know? But I will say he was out of the vehicle with his... I've never seen a radar gun like that. This thing caught me from a quarter mile away. It's insane.
Anyway. Like a long-range radar?
It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But they're out there, all right? So make sure you're paying attention to the roadways. One thing for sure, slow down. I had to remind myself on that. Doesn't matter where you're going, if you're in a rush or not. But also when it comes to distracted driving, that's what this is all about. Put those phones down. You get a text message and you hear the little ding and you feel like you have to look at it. It can't be that important. If it is that important, you know what you could do? Just pull over. If it really is that big of a deal. Also, if you got somebody else in the vehicle, they can help you out too. But also, outside of phones, there's other ways that can distract you drive. It could be something. I know, ladies, you sometimes get in a rush. You want to try to do your makeup in the car.
No.
Don't do it. Fellas, you're in a rush trying to get to work. Don't try to put your tie on while driving and use your knee to drive. So many different things when it comes to distracted driving. One decision that you think is super small can make the biggest impact, not only in your life, but other people around you on the road.
A literal impact, and we don't want that.
Yeah, we can't have that at all. So please put your phones down, and please pay attention to those roads. Another message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police.
I'm going to send you the break, rocking out with Dockin'. You can catch them at the Oaklawn Event Center this weekend. Get your tickets at oaklawn.com.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas basketball had their second entry into the transfer portal yesterday as big man Zvonimir Ivicic put his name in, following guard Kazimir Chavis, who played in just one game as a Razorback. Ivicic averaged 8.5 points, 4 rebounds, and a block on 38% from 3 this year. The 7'2" Croatian followed Cal Perry from Kentucky to Arkansas and had good games but was unable to sustain success, so much so that he logged just 8 minutes a game over the final 4 games where he scored just 2 points. And Arkansas baseball will play tonight in North Wood Rock at Dickey Stevens Park against Grambling State. First pitch is set for 6. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tickets are on sale now for the 21st annual Double B's Barbecue, Saturday, May 10th at the downtown Riverside RV Park in North Little Rock. And it's brought to you in part by Lion Legal, Oaklawn Sports, Bud Light, Gravely Mowers, and Sport Clips. It's the 21st annual Double B's Barbecue coming up May 10th. Get your tickets now at buzzbq.com.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring. Are you needing new flooring or a custom shower today, but need time to pay for it? Come see my friends at River City Flooring in Maumelle and get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring or bathroom remodel. They carry the largest selection of waterproof flooring, carpet, tile, hardwood, and granite countertops. Come in for the huge spring sale. Get up to 48 months to pay for your new flooring, 0% financing. Sale ends soon, so don't wait.
Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins Fowler, the third generation of the Roller family. I am proud to invite you to our grand open house for Roller Chenault Funeral Home on April the 6th. After a complete rebuild following the 2023 tornado, we are excited to welcome you to explore our state-of-the-art facilities. Come and see how we have rebuilt to serve you, the families of Arkansas, with the finest funeral home in the South, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. I'll see you on April the 6th.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Tuesday, Rick Schaefer and I are packing in a lot of show before the Arkansas Grambling game. We have Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. We go around the horn and over the fence with Kevin Bohannon, thanks to fence brokers Chris Walker and Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson. See you Tuesday on 103.7 The Buzz.
Want to get into the zone but can't call? Hit us up on our Wed Davis Lumber Plus live fan feedback or by texting our D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-661-1037.
It is 12:38. You're in the zone on this April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. I didn't realize that.
You knew.
You gave me some history. I'm just kidding. It was good.
Yeah.
Pam Smith is joining us, my old cohort from Channel 7. We used to man the weekend desk together.
That's right.
It's good times.
Yes.
Well, y'all did?
Yes.
Why did I think were you at 4 at all?
Nope. Oh. I mean, I may have been over there, but it wasn't.
Were you at 4 at all?
Me?
Yeah.
Only when y'all invited me after I left Channel 7.
Oh, okay, okay. You know, we had Morrissey retired yesterday. Morrissey Eagles.
Yes, and I hate that Lindsay reached out to me about trying to get a band, but everybody was on spring break last week, so we couldn't pull it off. But what an incredible legacy to be in television that long. I mean, longer than many folks have been alive.
No doubt.
That's incredible.
How many years?
57 years, same spot.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Camera. Crisp. Tight shots all day. Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to make DJ look good.
Yeah.
Tight and right.
Yeah, he had it.
Anyway, Pam is here to talk about Jazz in the Park, and it starts tomorrow. And we were talking about some weather concerns for a lot of things this week. Oaklawn, Razorback baseball, not tonight, but this weekend could be a little iffy in Fayetteville. But the good news is we've got a good weather plan. Yes,
got a plan.
I like that. So tell us about this week.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for letting me be in the zone today. I feel really special.
It's an honor for us.
No, the honor is mine. But, yeah, I'm super excited because this is the time of year where we get to enjoy normally nice weather and wonderful music on the banks of the Arkansas River for Jazz in the Park. And we do this 2 times a year, in September and in April. And, of course, we are now in April. And, unfortunately, Mother Nature has not dealt us a very good hand for the first show, but the great news is we do have a plan. So instead of being out under the pavilions, we'll be inside the River Market Hall, covered, nice and dry, with some cool jazz going on.
Talk about setting it may be even better that way. Nice rain outside.
Yeah.
Get some cool
Oh,
jazz.
Romantic.
Oh,
very nice.
Come on.
I'm excited about this.
We're all about that.
Are the restaurants or the vendors inside the River Market open at that hour?
Well, Casa Mañana has been cashing in because they have been the lone restaurant for a long time. I'm not real sure about the dynamics as to why others don't stay open, but Casa Mañana will be open and Mr. Keith's Kettle Corn. So you can have some tasty tacos and nachos, and then some kettle corn for dessert. And, of course, beverages will be available for sale, and a portion of those proceeds benefit the Scholarship Foundation for Art, Porter Music Education, of which I am a proud member.
Yeah, I've worked with them before and tried to get them up, and I think what they do is so cool. That's one of the reasons I like to support. A, I like live music. B, it's convenient. C, it's outside and you get to have a cold beer. But it's a great education program, and I'd like to get them up. Maybe we can talk after the show about that. But I'd like to get them up and talk about some of the things they're doing and spreading the love on music for young people. So it's a cool deal. But what about the rundown? We get 5 Wednesdays this month. So who's on the schedule?
Yeah, and I want to say, Justin, I've been so impressed that I've seen you there probably every week that we have it, and it's neat to see celebrities come out and support local events. No, seriously.
I've been trying to get one out, but DJ won't leave the house after 5.
Because people need to see you supporting the community, and that's so important. And, when we have the caliber of musicians who come to play, it makes for a win-win for everybody. So,
no doubt.
You want to know about the rundown? I'm going to tell you. The Rod P. outfit is tomorrow evening. Rain Plan. Remember, we do have that. April 9th is Soul Feud Jazz Night Jam Session Band. And here's something that I'm super excited about. On April 16th, we have the high school bands, you guys. Jacksonville High School Jazz Band, Little Rock Parkview High School Jazz Band, and Little Rock Southwest High School Jazz Band. Cool. Yeah, so this is the first time that we've had this many high school bands be an official part of Jazz in the Park. And I mean, it's only appropriate because they're a part of the community. So not only do these students get a chance to play, around their peers and at school events, they're in the River Market. People who visit the city happen to walk by, they hear great music. So it's expanding their audience base and giving them additional exposure. Then on April 23rd, it's Dino D and the D Train.
I love them.
I don't know that I've heard them, but I love the name Dino D and the D Train.
So they are at Oaklawn quite a lot, and they are one of the favorites of the bands that come through. They're great. Right. They're awesome. Dino D, he's great.
Well, you heard it here. And then, of course, you cannot beat D.D. Jones. The incomparable D.D. Jones is going to close us out on April 30th. So it's a great schedule, a lot of talented folks. And I love to say that this is the caliber of music that you're getting free here. But if you went anywhere else in the country, you'd have to pay for it because they are just that good.
There's no doubt. I have cleared my entire month of April Wednesday nights. So
Yay.
I will be at all 5 this year. I will say that the high school bands I'm really looking forward to seeing. Last year, one of the highlights, I think it was the fall schedule, but the UAPB band came up, the marching band came up and played, and they were in the River Market, not actually in the pavilions.
Because there were too many people.
And it was such a great night. We had such great weather, and that was cool. And they not only got to play the music, but we got introduced to some of the students that were in the band and learned a little bit more about them. So that was a really cool experience. I hope you guys will be able to do that again at some point.
Yeah, well, I'm not real sure about all of the lineup, but I can tell you it's going to be incredible no matter who is playing. But I am, since I'm connected to education at the public school level, I'm super excited about having the school jazz bands get the opportunity to be showcased.
I think that would be the most packed night of all of them, just because all the kids and their families and all, I bet it's going to be packed that night.
And thanks to you guys, we get to let everybody know they're going to be there. So hopefully this is going to help generate a lot of exposure for them.
Awesome.
6 to 8, the next 5 Wednesdays.
Free.
And rain or shine.
And free.
And free.
And all ages.
I can afford that.
Yes. And you know what? That is something I didn't mention was so cool is to see families come out. We have families from, older folks to younger folks with their babies and dogs. They come out with picnic blankets. You can bring a lawn chair if you like. The LRCVB the River Market does provide chairs, but a lot of people will bring their lawn chairs because they have the little cup holders on the side.
But you can do dogs on leash, I bet.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
These are all things.
And a lot of people do.
Yeah. I like the fact that the chairs are there. We always use those. But yeah, a lot of people bring their chairs down and get settled in early. And it's usually packed, but there's always space for folks to come in. So it'll be a blast. So I'm looking forward to it. I will. I haven't seen the inside setup, so I'll look forward to that if that's where we have to go tomorrow.
Well, it's the length of the building. Okay. So the music is on one end, and then the chairs and tables are all, on the other end.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Well, look, I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank you, Mr. DJ, and my new friend, Suzanne. Susan. I almost called you Suzanne.
I'm glad to finally meet you.
Yeah, but thank you all so much, and we appreciate your support of the things that happen in the community because we want to put Little Rock on the map as a place where things are happening.
Always here to help.
Especially with this guy. He's out all the time, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Cliff and I are going to be there, by the way.
Well, look at there.
I had it on my calendar because Rod P. drums for us. He's a drummer, and so he will.
Okay.
He told us.
It'll be a fun time.
Yeah, we're excited.
Well, we'll see you down there then. Should be awesome. 6 to 8 tomorrow on the River Market, folks. Inside or outside, depending on rain or shine, but we will be there one way or the other. Look forward to it. And for the next 5 Wednesdays, so don't miss out. 12:47, we're back in a second. We'll wrap things up on the other side in the zone.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavanca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
If you're like a lot of people I know, you're spending a lot of time at home this year watching basketball and other sports, and your home's your happy place. You may be noticing, though, the scuffs and faded colors on your walls, and that can drive you crazy. That's where CertaPro can help with a paint refresh. They can make your experience worry-free, starting with a free estimate. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. Schedule your estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. And each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Look, there's feelings, and then there's the facts. If you're feeling like your finance team is bogged down in mundane manual tasks, the fact is, you need Ramp. Ramp is the corporate card that makes the expense process fast and easy. The moment your team makes a purchase, Ramp handles everything. Receipt collection and approvals, the works. With Ramp, you can cut your month-end close from 5 days to 1, customize approval workflows, and get complete control over every transaction. Facts. Over 25,000 businesses trust Ramp, including Shopify and the Boys and Girls Club of America, which is why they were just named #1 in spend management by G2. Facts. Start using Ramp and you'll have more time to spend scaling your business. And that'll feel really good. Upgrade to Ramp for free today and get $250 at ramp.com/radio. Ramp.com/radio. That's RAMP.com/radio.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, this is Justin Acri with some exciting news. Starting Monday, April 7th, the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, UAMS Health, is opening Ortho Now. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and see the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed, and they'll see all ages. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Walk-On athletes put everything they've got into the game. Walk-On Sports Bistro puts everything they've got into bringing you game day with a taste of Louisiana. Catch all the March Madness games on over 60 big screen TVs. Dig into their mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp. Plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. It's all made from scratch with ingredients you can't help but crave. Now open in Woodrock, 16103 Chenal Parkway. Visit walkons.com. Walk-On Sports Bistro, they live for this.
Welcome back in the zone. If you like the sound of our voices, you should see our faces. Check our live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, back to the show.
Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there? Got away from you, baby. Tender roadie, you got to be. Spot money, just sugar fly with me. Don't you know now?
I mean, we've had wins, we've had losses. Ain't no reason to feel like crazy. Like it always could be worse. You could be homeless.
You can't argue with logic like that.
You can't.
Jaron Jackson Jr. dealing with the departure of a coach. They're getting ready for the playoff run, depending on what seed they end up. It doesn't matter. They're going to be in the postseason. But and I guess who took over as the interim? Christian, did you see?
They call him IT. I forget what his last name is, but he's like Swedish.
He's like Swedish. We carry Grizzlies games on 106.7 Buzz 2. At least we did. That was one of the things that blew up our Grizzlies receiver.
Ooh.
So we're trying to get that turned around and replaced, and we'll certainly, I would think, be ready for the playoffs, but not great. On Friday, got a special event coming up with our buddy James Miller, and we are looking forward to spending some time with James and our friends from Gwatney. He's on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline right now to talk about what's happening at Gwatney. We can chat a little bit about Friday, too, James. Looking forward to being with you guys this week, and hope the weather is not a pain in our backsides, but we're looking forward to hanging out for a great cause regardless.
Yeah, Justin, I tell you what, the weather is not looking pretty. We actually are in some discussions about maybe the need to reschedule that. I'm going to get with you today.
Okay.
We just look at the forecast with all the amount of rain. I don't know if the course will be really playable, and certainly don't want guys to come out there and have a good time and donate to a great cause and have to fight through the rain and a wet course. So we're going to make that decision today and try to let everybody know. But do appreciate all the people out there helping, to raise money for the Arkansas Cancer Coalition and in honor of my son. And it's been a great event. It'll be our 4th year we've done it, so we're really excited to be able to do it. Gwatney's so generous to donate the entire amount that it costs to run the tournament, so we can take all the money that we get, 100% of it, and give to the Arkansas Cancer Coalition. And so it's a great cause, and we're excited about doing that. And I really hope we'll pull it off, but it's not looking good right now.
Well, whenever we do it, obviously we're going to be out there live and do the show. And do you still have room for teams for that or not?
We do, actually. Yeah, we've got room for about 3 more teams. We've got a morning and an afternoon flight, and there's we could probably fit 2 teams in each flight. We could probably do 4 if we needed to, but still got a little bit of room left in there. If you haven't had a chance to get in there and do it, it's a good time, good hole-in-one, good close to the pin prizes and long drive, and we just give you some cash. We don't give you the old standard putter and all that. When you've already got 5 putters, we're going to give you some money. But do what you want with it.
Yeah, that's all I need is more clubs that I can't hit.
Yeah.
How do people sign up if they want to, and then we'll talk about what's happening out in Jacksonville?
Well, you can go. You can contact me. Obviously, here at Gwatney Chevrolet. My number is 501-607-2181. Also, you can. There's a spot on Facebook you can look for. There's some forms on there you can download and print and send them over here to Gwatney Chevrolet and we'll get that taken care of and get you registered.
Speaking of Gwatney, let's talk about what's happening out there, James. Since 1957, taking care of people, continuing on today, and rain or shine, you guys are making deals and taking care of customers, and more of that this week.
We are doing that, yeah. Whether it rains or not, we're still going to take care of our customers, and had a fantastic end of the month. Really appreciate all our customers out there coming in and helping us finish off the month good, and we're able to return that thanks to you by giving you some unbelievable deals on all our new vehicles and our pre-owned. But the tracks, we've got a bunch of those out there. We marked them down and continue to do that. We're going to continue selling those things at $299 a month. So if you want a cheap paint on our brand new SUV, we got you covered there. Obviously, the Silverado is our bread and butter, so we're not backing off an inch on that. Still got no payments for 120 days on the new Silverados that you look at on the half ton. So got a lot of exciting stuff there on the new vehicles. But if you're looking for a pre-owned, man, I tell you what, we have got one of the best selections we've had in a long time. We've been out buying all over different states, trying to get plenty of vehicles in here for our customers, and we've got them starting as low as $5,000 on up the ladder. So got a lot of choices out here, and obviously we're always going to take care of you, man. You come in here and shop with us, we'll make sure you get the best deal on whatever it is you're looking for.
I love it. GwatneyChevrolet.com, as James mentioned, and I mentioned this the other day on the air, James. It is incredible. That's the most full I've seen a lot in a long time. So you guys do have a lot of options there, even if you're not a Chevrolet buyer per se. You guys have lots of pre-owned options as well out there, so that's great to see.
Stock of everything for all different tastes. We all got a little different likes and dislikes, and we're going to try to take care of everybody, regardless of whether that bow tie is on the building or not. We're sure going to take care of everybody.
There you go, absolutely. All right, brother. Well, let me know on the deal Friday, and we'll talk soon. Either way,
I'll let you know today. I appreciate you.
All right,
Thanks
buddy.
for your support on that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James. Appreciate you.
All
right. Looking forward to joining them one way or the other, and hopefully, again, maybe the rain will fall apart here. We won't have to deal with that. We've got some breaking news real quick, and then we're going to get Wes in here. Christian from the sports office of 103.7 The Buzz.
John Rothstein has reported that Texas A&M head coach Buzz Williams is heading to Maryland.
Interesting.
Surprising. This was rumored for a while, but Buzz is a Texas guy. And when he came back to College Station at Texas A&M, a lot of people thought he would tap into his Texas roots and be able to recruit a lot of kids to A&M. And I know that was a job that he was attracted to, so it's just so many questions in my mind. What has happened for him to leave and go to Maryland and leave the state where he wanted to come back and recruit and felt like he could be successful? And, he was successful at A&M to an extent, never the deep tournament run, but still it's not like Texas A&M was known for going to the Final Four.
But money talks, right? So I don't know how much they're paying him. What's the NIL pot? But it is a basketball-first school versus where he's been, and you're always going to be second fiddle to football at A&M.
That could be part of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
but you're right. It is odd. I'm surprised.
Maybe the SEC's so tough, he's like, you know what? Maybe we go to the ACC.
Yeah, it is a little
Big
softer
10.
right now. Yeah,
that's right. Big Ten.
Yeah,
Maryland.
Well, everywhere is softer except for the NBA.
It is odd because Willard, one of the sticking points was they didn't get enough support in the NIL. So, and that's why I went to Villanova.
Yeah, Maryland and Rutgers still should not be the Big Ten, but here they are. What are y'all doing today?
We got Stephen Davis coming up 1:30 today. Talk a little Travs baseball. A week from tonight, they'll be at Dickey Stevens Park for their home opener. They're about to head out to Midland to start their season. We've got Coach Z at 2:10, wrapping up the Razorback basketball season, and Phil Elson at 2:30. Talk a little Razorback baseball. Should be a big week for them.
I talked to Phil today. I want to know more. I haven't seen this kid pitch that's throwing tonight. I thought they were going to throw Fisher.
Tate McGuire, yeah, he's pitched out of the bullpen a couple times. I think he's pitched about 11 innings this season, seems like. He's got good stuff. He's just one of the young mini arms they have down the bullpen.
Yeah. All right, stay tuned. Plenty coming up on Out of Bounds. Susan, thank you. Appreciate Pam coming up and all our guests today. And we'll be back in studio tomorrow one last time this week. We're on the road Thursday and Friday. Stick around.
Welcome to Moe's. Hey guys, this is Brandon with Moe's Southwest Grill. We welcome you in for the freshest Tex-Mex you'll find outside of your own garden. Check us out on Moe Mondays, where we have bowls and burritos starting at $7.99. And remember, your kids always eat free with us on Sunday.